ride on the track.
Hello, world. It's Friday, and it's time to talk Falcons. Turn this shit off. Turn this shit off, man. I don't even know if this shit works. What's going on, whole team? Hey, Darnell Mooney, huh? Expected to be released from the Falcons. Oh my goodness. We got to talk about some things going on, y'all. We got to talk about the draft. I've been thinking about the draft lately. And now that Darnell Moon has been reported to be expected to be released, I'm very interested in knowing the available wide receivers now in free agency. And I'm also curious to see who's out there on the trade blocks. But that ain't for tonight. Tonight, we gonna be looking at the young boys coming in this draft trying to make their way into the NFL. And it's a few wide receivers in this draft that I look at that could be solid guys to fulfill a number 2 or number 3 role here in Atlanta, considering we're going to be running the damn ball, right? We're going to talk about it a little bit. But before we do, man, I want to acknowledge the Darnell Mooney situation. And I notice a lot of other content creators are choosing to gloss over the obvious with Darnell Mooney for this past season. And it's that he did not look like Darnell Mooney from the season before, nor did he even look like the Darnell Mooney from Chicago. And there's a really specific reason for that. And nobody wants to talk about it. I do know that I say personally, once you go out there on that field, we have no excuses for you. And unfortunately for my boy Darnell Mooney, the injury, the collarbone in the broken collarbone, it is what it is. We can't use it as an excuse for you. Now, what we can do, Darnell Mooney, is we can acknowledge that it was the factor for which you did not look yourself. That we can do. And that your boy Blakberry will do. I'm going to make sure everybody knows that you were not yourself because you were coming back too soon off of a broken collarbone. And we're going to do a little homework and we're going to do a little research in real time. Because your boy Blakberry has not done it yet. But we're going to do some research in real time. And we're going to look up exactly how long you should recover from a broken collarbone. Okay? And yes, professional athletes are not normal human beings. We get it. And they have access to very sophisticated medicine. Get it. But we're going to do real-time research on the broken collarbone process, the recovery time for it, the rehab for it, and then we're going to look at just how long Darnell Mooney actually was out rehabbing for a broken collarbone. And then we're going to try to see if we can get the answer to why the some bitches that was here before, Raheem Morris and them, why did it take them to almost half the damn season for them to tell us that he had a broken damn collarbone in the first damn place? Anyway, we finna get into it. But before we do, I want to put on a little tune. Let's see if y'all know where I'm going with this. Before we do, I want to put on a little tune. Okay? Just a little something to like. You see, there comes a time in a Falcons fan's life when he has to come to grips with the fate of his team. And I, myself, Blakberry, I've been privy to understanding heartache with these Falcons, much like most of you are. And what I've come to find in my journeys as a Falcons fan, with the heartache, with the shame, what I've come to find is that I really don't care that they have lost the way they've lost. And yes, I've been upset. I may have been borderline sad once upon a time, but I do not care that they've lost the way they've lost. And why don't I care? Because I'm a home team representative, baby. And I bleed red and black. And I love them birds. Them Falcons, they just do it for me. It's the home team. It's just something about that red and black that just looks so Atlanta. It's just something about that Falcon that just looks so Atlanta. It's just something about that Mercedes-Benz Stadium with them $2 hot dogs and cheeseburgers that look so Atlanta. I can't shake them. And with this new regime in here, we need them to understand something about this fan base. You see, while much like you all, most of you all, who don't care that they lost where they lost, we gonna be here for them through thick and thin. We still need this new regime to understand that you wet the damn bed, we gonna want your ass up out of here. Kevin Stefanski, Jeff Woolbert, we gonna want you up out, because while we don't care about the losing ways of the past, we damn sure want some winning up in this motherfucker. And I ain't just talking about no damn regular season winning division. I ain't just talking about that goddamn shit. I'm talking about winning some jewelry, motherfucker. I'm talking about winning some jewelry. I'm talking about being able to finally place something in that empty, dusty cobweb trophy case that's somewhere in the depth of Flowery Branch. I want to put a trophy in that motherfucker. At some damn point, it needs to start with you. Kevin Stefanski, Tommy Reese, Bill Callahan. It start now with you. Let's pause. I want everybody to think about that. Think about what I just said. It has to start with Kevin Stefanski. It has to start with him. Now, something that's done in society, families around the globe, not necessarily American like or North American like for that matter, but most of the world, the families choose the significant others for the young gals. And it's based off of social status. What is your family worth? What is the value of marrying that family? Now, see, when they go through this process, the fathers, in most cases, when they go through this process of finding a mate for their daughter, they have to determine one very important factor. Do I see this person being the head of my daughter's life? See, the word there is life. For however long life may be, that's the key word. Life. The head of her life. So that means from this young age till she old in the ass, he got to be the head of her life. Do I see this person being the head of her life? Well, for the Falcons, for Arthur Blank especially, this is the question for me that has been overlooked by so many people that have critiqued the hirings that have taken place with Matt Ryan, Kevin Stefanski, Ian Cunningham. That's the biggest question that you have to ask. Now, a lot of the dissecting of these individuals, as far as their careers and what they've done before, where they've been, who they've been privy to have tutelage from, the organizations, the powerful figures. Are we asking the question after that dissection of that, after that interpretation, and after that critique of that person? Are we asking, do we see them being the head of our Falcons' lives? Can they be the Andy Reid for Kansas City? Can they be the Bill Belichick once upon a time for New England? Can they be the Pete Carroll for Seattle? Can they be the Mike Tomlin for the Steelers? Can they be that for our Falcons? Or is Kevin Stefanski and Ian Cunningham, do they look like to you long-term options? Franchise coach, franchise general manager. Do they look like the such? And man, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't see it. I don't see it. But much like air, I don't have to see something to know that it's working. Right? I don't have to see something for it to actually work. Now, I'm not going to defend, let me get this off here. I'm not going to defend I'm not going to necessarily defend that take. I'm not going to defend that take that I don't see it. I'm not going to defend it. What I'm going to do is explain to you why it makes sense that Andy Reid turned out to be the guy for Kansas City, franchise coach, why he turned out to be that. And then I'm going to choose another guy, not Bill Belichick, because I know that's low-hanging fruit. I'm going to dig a little deeper. I'm going to go look at why it made sense that Sean McVay was the franchise option for the Rams. Okay? It's two different coaches, right? Two different coaches, two different ways of coming up in the league. Andy Reid had a long stint in Philadelphia and had a certain level of success, not the ultimate success in Philadelphia, but he had a mid-level of success in Philadelphia, making it to NFC championship games many times, not countless, but many times, making it to a Super Bowl, winning the NFC East multiple times, having guys like Donovan McNabb be MVP caliber quarterbacks, Terrell Owens being, shining star wide receivers, having a defense with a Brian Dawkins and a Jeremiah Trotter, having a mid-level success team for quite some time in Philadelphia. And then later on gets an opportunity soon thereafter exiting Philadelphia and Kansas City, and he becomes their franchise guy, and the rest is history. And then there's Sean McVay, who had no head coaching experience. Before getting the gig in with the LA Rams. No head coaching experience on a professional level, that is. But there's a reason why it made sense that Rams fans could look at Sean McVay and look at what came with Sean McVay, and it made sense why he could be looked at as the franchise coach for their team. And before I dig into that, this is the difference from these are the two separate examples of what I'm talking about. When I've been hearing a lot of the Kevin Stefanski defense, is what I'm gonna say. Man, chill on sunk on. Hold on. Here we go. When I when I think about the defense of Kevin Stefanski to Atlanta from a lot of Falcon fans, I keep hearing what they think he could bring to the team right now. And that's all well and good. But what I don't hear anybody talking about is the lineage that comes behind Kevin Stefanski. I don't hear that. And that's why I want to dig into this, because do you feel good about what he can do right now in Atlanta? Or do you feel and what you feel like he can do right now, can that be transitioned into long-term success? Can that be transitioned into long-term ultimate success? And you got to see where you got to see where coaches are molded from, right? And when it comes to head coach opportunities, the why question has to make sense. Why does it make sense that Kevin Stefanski is the long-term option here in Atlanta? So let's go look at, and I'm going to share these screens with y'all. First, I want to look at Sean McVay. All right. Let's look at Sean McVay, and we're gonna do a simple search. Okay, we're gonna do a simple search on Wikipedia. All right, and we gonna build our bridge from there. We're gonna build our bridge from there. Can't stop the rain. All right. Let's build our bridge from here. So, what we're doing is we're researching why two different coaches, Sean McVay and Andy Reid, why two very different ways of coming up in the league. We're going to look at why each of those guys had their own individual makeup that made sense for them to be looked at as the franchise guys for their teams. Okay. So Sean McVay, real quick social media look up here. All right. His career history. First, as a player, he played wide receiver. Okay. He went to high school, went to Marist High School in Brookhaven, Georgia. So in my book, that's already a thumbs up plus. Marist is a very prestigious private school in Atlanta. Was somewhere over there off is it off Piedmont? I think it's somewhere over there off not Piedmont. Over there off Ashford and Dunwoody, I think. Is that Ashford and Dunwoody? Somewhere over there. And it's a very prestigious private school in Georgia. And they've always had well, I don't know how they, I don't know how the football team done look since I went in high school. I graduated in 06. So I don't know what it's looked like since then. But I believe I did play against. Let me see. Nope, I didn't play against Sean McVay. Nope. Or did I? I think I did. I might have played against Sean McVay my sophomore year. Yeah, because he got to Miami in 04. And we played Marist. I think we played Marist we played Marist when we went to 4A. I think because then we go to 5. I can't remember the damn levels. I know it's 3A, 4A, 5A. I think when we went to 5A, we played Marist. And so we played them back-to-back years, back-to-back seasons. And I did play against Sean McVay. And now see, Marist is a very prestigious school. And my pops actually worked for Marist before he retired. And it's a very prestigious school. So he went, he went somewhere where they was gonna hone his skills, where they're known for honing a student athlete skills. Okay, so then we got his time in Miami, Ohio. Okay, he was there from 04 to 08. All right, this is career history as a coach, I believe. Is it? Yeah, as a coach. So the 2008 Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, he was the offensive assistant there. Okay, then he went to the Florida Tuskers in 09 as the wide receivers coach. Then he landed with the Washington Redskins in 2010, from 2010 to 2016. Now, let's go look at that Washington Redskins team and look at who the coach was. I bet. Ooh, excuse me. Y'all already know who the coach was. But I just want to put it on the screen. Hold on, man. Let me show some love to y'all real quick. What's up with your Silk Legacy? What's happening, my boy? What's up with your King Treyway? What's happening? What's up with your Bernard Cantrell in the house? What's happening, my boy? John Tay Roger in the building. T Terry up in here. What's up with your T Terry? Jonte say McVay came into an established team, and vet quarterback. All right, so let's look at it. Let's look at it. Let's look at the makeup of Sean McVay. All right, he had a very quick come up, okay, as a coach to being a head coach. Very quick come up. All right. So Florida Tuskers in 09, Washington Redskins 2010 to 2016. All right. Now, move screens. All right. All right. Switch. Okay, here we go. All right. So the 2010 Redskins coaching staff: Mike Shanahan, head coach; Kyle Shanahan, offensive coordinator; defensive coordinator Jim Haslett; special teams coordinator Danny Smith; quarterbacks Matt LaFleur; running backs Bobby Turner; wide receivers Keenan McCardell; tight ends John Embry; offensive line coach Chris Forrester; offensive assistant Sean McVay. Right there. All right. So we have already a system. Okay. We got a system that a lot of the league had adapted. And and Mike Shanahan was one of the guys that really what's the word I'm trying to use? Mike Shanahan pioneered the work. I don't want to. I mean, pioneer feel a little too too on the button, too strong. But we're just gonna say he one of the guys pioneered uh that system, that West Coast system. All right. So when we look at Sean McVay and his come up, let's go back to it. I did the wrong thing. Oh, did I? Oh no, I didn't. All right. When we look at where he was at, so he stayed in Washington for 6 seasons. All right. In 2017, he got hired to be the head coach for the now Los Angeles Rams. Now, this is the thing. Look at his offensive makeup. He was the offensive assistant in 2010. Then he was the tight ends coach from 2011 to 2013. And then he was the offensive coordinator from 2014 to 2016. Now let's go look at these offenses for the Redskins. Let's go look at these offenses for the Redskins when he was the offensive coordinator from 2014 to 2016. Let's go look at it. Y'all see how we coming around full circle. All right. Watch the Redskins 2014 offensive ranking. All right. All right. So let's see. Here we go. Like I say, we're doing this in real time. Real time. I have not done this at all yet. I'm doing this with y'all for the first time. So, Washington Redskins 2014 offensive ratings. This is his first season as the offensive coordinator. In total offense, they were 13th for 5,738 yards. They for points scored, they was 26th. That's not good with 301 points. Their passing offense was 10th 4,461 yards. Their rushing offense was 19th. You want it to be better, but it's not bad to where it keep you from advancing, to brighter pastures. And then turnover wise, they tied worst in the league. They tied worst in the league in turnovers for their offense. All right. These were the players, though. Quarterback, the team utilized Kirk Cousins for 1,710 yards after the Robert Griffin III injury, of which who had 1,694 yards, and Colt McCoy, who probably just came in there to take some snaps to close out to end some games. So when you look at that, right? Let me blow that up. When you look at that, this is what when the people that do the hiring, this is what they look for. They look for consistency. Consistency tells you exactly what you're going to get out of a prospect. Because just because I might have two totally different quarterbacks, Kirk Cousins, totally different quarterback than Robert Griffin III, right? One's going to use his legs a lot, going to be able to get in and out of the pocket good, going to be able to move around in the pocket good, going to be able to scramble and extend plays more. Kirk Cousins, that's Robert Griffin III. Kirk Cousins, he going to stand back there in that pocket, go through his progressions, and he going to let the ball go, or he going to take a damn sack. And every now and again, he'll escape the pocket and he'll get some positive, he'll do something positive, make a positive play for you. But a lot of the times he just gonna go down in the pocket. So two totally different quarterbacks, but look at their stats. There's no fall off in the production. And when the offensive coordinator, that's something that the decision makers, they're gonna look at stuff like this. Was there a fall off when you had to make adjustments? When you had to deal with adversity? What was the fall off? There was no fall off with your quarterback play under Sean McVay's leadership on the offense. There was no drop off. Okay. Then you had Deshaun Jackson, of course, going over 1,000 yards. Alfred Morris gave you 1,000-yard season with 8 touchdowns. It was and you had a Pro Bowler on the offensive line with Trent Williams. It was a damn good situation offensively. Of course, it just looked like turnovers got in the way between Robert Griffin III and Kirk Cousins. Now, now I don't remember Alfred Morris fumbling a lot. I don't think he did. I know Deshaun Jackson, he was good for a fumble or two here and there, but Alfred Morris was pretty safe with the ball. But we know Kirk can turn the ball over, and we damn sure know Robert Griffin III would turn the damn ball over. But as far as production go, there's no fall off. All right. So now, the next season, 2015. Look at 2015. He's still the offensive coordinator. He is the offensive coordinator. Sean McVay is the offensive coordinator in his second season with this offense. Is there progression? Let's see. 2015 offensive ranking and stats. Let me take a swig of water. All right. Now, in 2015, their points scored improved. They went from 301 to 388, which was 10th in the NFL. Remember, they was 26th the season before in points scored. Total yards, 5,661, 17th in the NFL, about what they were the year before. Passing yards, they were 11th in the NFL with 4,095. They had 29 passing touchdowns. That was 10th in the NFL. Rushing yards, they got a little bit better in the rushing department, but still 20th in the league, 1,566 yards. And rushing touchdowns, 9, they improved on the rushing touchdowns, but they were still only 25th in the league in rushing. Clearly, West Coast offense is a pass first team. Their numbers in the passing game got better. Kirk Cousins was 379 of 543. He was almost 70% completion percentage. Had 4,100 plus yards, 29 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Solid season, right? All right. Their leading receiver was Pierre Garçon with 72 catches, 777 yards. Deshaun Jackson was the next guy with 30 catches, 528 yards. You got 10 touchdowns between those two guys. Alfred Morris, he must have got hurt. He must have been hurt, got hurt or something at that point of the season, but he led the team in rushing with 202 rushes, 751 yards, only had 1 touchdown. When you look at the following season with Kirk Cousins, you see elevation in the quarterback position. And you see guys like Pierre Garçon, who was not the best guy getting separation. Deshaun Jackson, basically a one-trick pony, is sending me out there to go to take the top off. Let me take the top off. And you had a tight end in Jordan Reed, who we looking at Kyle Pitts to be this. Everybody's, including myself, believe that there's something about Kyle Pitts that still can be unlocked given the right situation on this offense, right? Well, Jordan Reed was a regular fucking tight end. Jordan Reed was not Kyle Pitts. He was no Darren Waller, you know? Jordan Reed had 87 receptions for 952 yards and 11 touchdowns. He was the team leader in receptions and touchdowns. The tight end, Jordan Reed. Now, why is that significant? What's the significance of that, Blakberry? Hold on, am I sharing this with y'all? Yeah, y'all can see this. What's the significance of that, Blakberry? Right here. Washington Redskins, Sean McVay, from 2011 to 2013, before he was offensive coordinator, he was tight ends coach. Consistency. Now, see, I'm doing this in real time with y'all. I have not done this before. In my personal time, I have not done this. This is me doing this real time with y'all. This is something that's going to be used in the decision making for people that make the decisions on who's the next head coach for a team, who's going to be the guy to put in a good situation, and he can come up in this world. Consistency. He was a tight ends coach for 2 seasons. And in his second season, let's get back over here. In his second season, as the offensive coordinator, a tight end on his team leads the team in receptions and touchdowns. And not just a tight end, but Jordan Reed. Not taking anything away from Jordan Reed, but Jordan Reed he was not Travis Kelce. He was not George Kittle. He was not those guys. He's not even Kyle Pitts. He was a solid tight end who got the job done. But as far as athleticism goes, come on. He ain't got nothing on Kyle Pitts. But he got the job done under a Sean McVay offense, who of which was a tight ends coach for 2 seasons. All right. So then, so let's look at the next year. 2016. Doing this in real time with y'all. 2016. Sean McVay. We looking at what determined that Sean McVay was his makeup made the fans of the Rams and made whoever decided to hire him, and I should look that up, but I ain't gonna look that up right now. But this is what they looked at. This is what gave them belief in Sean McVay. All right. So 2016 offensive rankings instead, his total offense was third in the league. That was another improvement. Another improvement on the season from the season before. Another improvement from the season before. 6,454 total offensive yards. He was third in the league. Passing offense improved again. Another improvement from the season before. Their strength is their passing game. Right? Their strength is their passing game. His passing offense went to second in the league. 4,758 yards that season. His rushing offense was 21st. Not an improvement. But the yards got a little bit better. he almost had 1,700 yards. But it just so happened in the league that year, it was some teams that got a little more better than they did rushing the ball. But they're West Coast offense. It's a passing offense. It's a pass first offense. So 21st in the league in rushing. But their scoring offense improved to 12th. Oh, wait a minute. Did it improve? Let's go back. The season before they were 10th. Okay, so no. Apologies. Scoring did not increase, but averaged almost 25 points a game. That's damn good now. I mean, that's damn good then too. The margin I would bet is not far between from 12 to the top 7. Probably not too far between. So that was pretty good. Third down conversions, 5th in the league. Red zone offense, 29th. That's not good. That was bad. That's probably had something to do with them not being able to run the ball. But you had a Kirk Cousins, had almost a 5,000 yard season. That's an improvement from the following season under Sean McVay's offense. Third in the league, 25 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He never threw a lot of interceptions, Kirk Cousins, under a Sean McVay offense either. Pierre Garçon, another 1,000-yard season. Deshaun Jackson, 1,000-yard season. The receivers improved the following season. Jordan Reed led the team again with 66 receptions despite injuries. So the tight end stays consistent in a Sean McVay offense because he was a tight ends coach. It stays consistent. Consistency. Okay? And then they had Robert Kelly that year who had 704 rushing yards, led the team 704 rushing yards. All right. And the team itself finished the 2016 season 8-7-1, narrowly missing the playoffs. So, now, that part for me, okay, is something that I also look at. Well, what did the team do in a whole? Well, he wasn't the head coach. When you look at the offense, he was doing his damn job as an offensive coordinator. He had the top offense in the league, passing-wise and scoring-wise. He had a top offense in the league. Consistency. All right? So we just did that for Sean McVay. Now we gonna do it for Andy Reid. And Andy Reid is a lot more self-explanatory. But first, my boy Will snuck up on here while I was doing my soliloquy. He jumped up in here, but he's still muted. He might not be ready to say nothing.
What's going on?
What's up with you, my boy?
All right.
You catch any of that I was just talking about?
I was listening.
What's your take
Came
on it?
in the back end of your rant. You know, no.
It's not a rant. It's not a rant.
What you call it? Your synopsis?
I'm trying to say the word. My soliloquy. My soliloquy.
Hey. So what's the question in the short term?
It's not a question. Well,
you got to sum it up in the question, man. In the short term, what you want me to answer?
Okay, so the question is, How do we know? How do we determine? Yes, okay. How do we determine belief in a long-term franchise coach?
Well, you really can't determine. It comes with time. That's the only way. Time. Like they say, winning cures everything. It gonna come with time because no matter what, we're gonna have doubts about this coach because what he got on paper right now. He got a losing record on paper. So until we see him be able to win, it's gonna be doubt there. Only thing we can run on now is trust. Try to trust that Matt Ryan did his homework before he made his hire. So that's the only way. Cause there's no other way to determine success until you show it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like what John Harbaugh had all that success in Baltimore. Don't nobody know what he gonna be in New York. You feel what I'm saying? Like, is his time that ran out, or is he got a little bit left in the tank? Nobody know. All they going on is trust right now. We trusting that your boy was in a bad situation with the Browns, and that he got more to, you know what I'm saying, more to offer. And with more talent, which we think we have more talent on this team, he should be able to do a little something. So right now we just in the show me part right now. You know, we all Missouri natives. We want to be shown now. That's it. That's it.
So this what I'm doing. I'm using a formula for what I believe the people that make hires are part of the process that they do to determine their belief in making a hire. Now, I picked two different coaches to lean into because they got two totally different upbringings in the game. Got two total upbringings in the game for reaching ultimate success.
Yeah, I heard you say something about Sean McVay. Who the other one was?
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid. Okay.
And the reason why I picked those two guys because Sean McVay he had almost microwave success as a coach in the NFL. Didn't take him long.
Almost. He did have microwave success.
Yeah,
because nobody expect that nigga to do that shit.
Nah. Well, no, nobody
expected that nigga.
Nobody expected it. But what we doing? What I'm doing is I'm using a formula that if I when I do my hiring, I'm looking at what comes with that hiree. Okay. And what I just did with Sean McVay, I looked at where he came from. I looked at it. He went to Marist High School, played wide receiver at Marist High School. We know Marist is an esteemed private school in Georgia, right?
With that formula you laid out there, that means Kevin Stefanski gonna be a hell of a coach there. Well, that motherfucker got an extensive resume before he hit goddamn Cleveland.
Well, you just got. We gonna get there. We gonna see.
Okay,
like I said,
okay.
I'm doing this in real time. I have not done this on before now. We doing this in real time. All right. So what we just did with Sean McVay is we looked at where he came from, and then we looked at what he put on film, what he put on paper. We looked at the consistency behind it, right? That's what we just did. All right. So now we're gonna do the same thing for Andy Reid. But before we do, let's see who all done came up in here, man. And I want to know what y'all thinking about this. What y'all think about this right now? What's up with your Raymond Collins? He said, "Get him, Black." What's up with you, my boy? What's up with your Michael? What's happening, my boy? We got Kashido up in here. Boy, what's up with you, Kashido? Saying a bang. Boy, speaking of the DMV, speaking of Baltimore, speaking of the DMV, what's up with you, my boy? Saying a bag in this bitch. We got Gats Boy Speaks up in here, boy. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my boy Gats Boy Speaks. Hey, man, on YouTube. Just like how it look right there on the screen. Just no underscore. On YouTube. Gats Boy Speaks. Appreciate you for coming through, my boy. Who else came up in here? Southside, what's up with you, my boy? He say, "What up, Big Wheel?" And I guess Blakberry. Fuck you, nigga. What's happening, man? Hey, so, and oh yeah, by the way, don't come in my house and don't wipe your feet on the rug. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button if you ain't done so already. Don't come in my house and not wipe your feet on the rug. It's disrespectful. Hit that like button and that sub button. Appreciate y'all for doing that. But, so, this is what we're going to do now. We're going to do the same thing we just did for Sean McVay for Andy Reid. With Andy Reid, it's a lot more self-explanatory. You don't have to dig as deep. We already know the lineage that came along with him before he got to Kansas City. He had a long stint in Philadelphia, okay? And matter of fact, we ain't even got to do all the search for it. We know the history with Andy Reid. Long stint in Philadelphia, had mid-level success, making it to NFC Championship games, made it to a Super Bowl, didn't win one, but won the division plenty of times, won the conference a few times. The dude was rocking it out in Philadelphia. It hit a wall that they didn't think they was going to get past, and it looked like they was right. They sent him to Kansas City. He gets the job done in Kansas City. They get the job done in the future with new hires. Everybody came out on top winning. But we saw what Kansas City had to go off of for, can we believe this guy is our future long-term option? Can he be a franchise head coach here in Kansas City? It wasn't hard to figure out with Andy Reid because he had that mid-level success consistently in Philadelphia, right? Always being a top team in the NFC in Philadelphia. It wasn't a hard choice for them. Kansas City felt like they was bringing something a little bit more historic, I guess, with their franchise than Philadelphia. I don't know, maybe, but it was the perfect marriage, right, with him and Patrick Mahomes, and the rest is history. So now let's do what we did for Sean McVay with Kevin Stefanski. I'm gonna do the same thing with old Kevin. I got a side question for y'all. Is Kevin a white boy name? Is Kevin a white boy name? What you think, Will?
Yep.
So
when you think about Kevin, you think about Home Alone.
I think about home every time.
Kevin. That's a white boy name. I ain't known too many niggas in the hood named Kevin.
Man, I didn't know no.
You go off your
Kevin.
experience. I don't know niggas in the hood named Kevin.
Yep.
Only time I probably heard somebody named Kevin is probably like when I went to school or something. They came and they had, you know how you got different generals and areas inside the school. Yeah, his area he might got somebody named Kevin. I ain't never seen none in the hood though.
Right. Now you're right. Every time I think Kevin, I think Home Alone. Rest in peace to the mama from Home Alone. She passed last year. Rest in peace to her. And I was watching that Tom Brady roast on Netflix because I had never seen all of it. I had just seen little pieces of it. So I watched the whole thing last night, and somebody made a joke that Randy and Kevin are the two whitest names for a black guy to have because Randy Moss was there and Kevin Hart was there. And I was like, Dad, now I done knew dude's name. I done knew some brothers named Randy.
I knew some Randy now, yeah.
I knew some Randys. But Kevin, yeah. I was thinking about it. And I was like, I knew a Calvin.
And you see a Kevin or a Peter, them white boy names for sure.
You know, Peter for sure.
Peter?
Yes. Now, Peter for
you say Peter, I'm thinking about Spider-Man. Peter Parker.
Now, Peter for certain, yes. But I was thinking about, I was like, man, have I ever known a black Kevin? I knew a Calvin. I knew a Kelvin with an L. I don't think I ever knew a black Kevin though.
No,
Kevin Hart
sir.
might be the only black Kevin that I can remember. But that was just a little side question. What did he say? The Southside say Reed, Reed and McVay are no doubt great coaches, but also look at all three of the organizations they came from. Taking the Browns to the playoffs twice is all we can judge Stefanski on right now. Well, see, that's what I'm not doing. I'm not judging. I'm not doing any judging. What I'm doing is looking at what comes along with the coach. So, Southside, you'll have to go back and see how I just did that for Stefanski. I mean, how I just did that for McVay. But I'm finna do the same thing for Stefanski, though. See, Southside say Harry and Tom are white names also. Yes. Yeah. Well, Tom, did I know a black Tom? I don't think so. But Harry, yes, you're right. Harry and Tom, most certain, for certain. Oh, Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett.
Y'all
Kevin.
naming famous people. Name some hood motherfucker named Kevin.
Yo, did you have a nigga in class with your name Kevin?
That's what I'm gonna know.
He say that your tight end got the whitest name, Kyle. Yo, Kyle is a white name for sure.
Yeah. Kyle is definitely a white name.
Kevin Porter. Who is Kevin Porter?
Don't know.
Who is that? Who is Kevin Johnson? I knew Calvin Johnson. Who is Kevin Johnson? And Kevin Mack. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Maybe like I said, I didn't really when I was coming up. Okay, even when I was playing ball, I was an airhead, y'all. I was high and I was drunk all the time. That's all I cared. All I cared about was gals, and that really. If I was more focused on football, I'd be playing steel right now probably. But I just wanted to look good for them guys. I wanted to stay in shape for them guys. And I wanted to get high and I wanted to get drunk every day. My head was I wasn't paying attention to sports like that for real. I mean, I was, but not like in depth with it, like who is who and who play for what team and what coach is coaching.
Kevin Porter Jr. That's that
Kevin
DB?
Porter Jr. Oh, for the Bucks. His name Kevin? I thought his name was okay. Kevin Porter Jr.
They say Kevin Matt was the Cleveland Brown running back.
I think I do remember him. He was ass. I think I do remember him. But do y'all know a Kevin personally? Have you ever known a Kevin personally? Because hell,
millions and millions of people. I'm pretty sure you'll find a couple famous people named Kevin. I'm talking about the hood.
Yeah, like
the hood, nigga.
Was you ever sitting behind a Kevin in class spitting spitballs on his ass? A black Kevin. Got that white boy name. But like, because I'm gonna be real, I haven't known any black Kevins, man. I just ain't. I have, and I ain't played ball with no black Kevins or none. 3W say ABG, what's up? Oh, okay. He talking.
You talking to Bird gang.
Talking to Tidy. But let's get into this. We're gonna do the same thing for Kevin Stefanski that we just did for Sean McVay. Because I started this off asking the question, how do we determine belief in a long-term hire at coach, at quarterback, whatever? We're not judging anybody. What we're doing is we're just looking at what comes with them. What comes with this hire? All right. All right, so same thing we did for Sean McVay. We're gonna do a quick search. We ain't gonna look into they ancestry.com and all that shit. We ain't doing all that. We just doing a Wikipedia search, and then we're gonna look at we're gonna dive into it from there. We're gonna build our bridge from there, just like we did with Sean McVay. All right. He played defensive back when he played. He went to St. Joseph High School in Philadelphia. That's a famous school, ain't it?
Yep.
St. Joseph. That's a pretty famous school. And he went to Penn from 2000 to 2004. So already he got some good bones as far as some places he done had experience at being a ball player. All right. This is coaching history. All right. Coached at Penn in 05 as assistant director of football operations. That's not coaching. Okay, that ain't coaching. He was assistant director of football operations. Okay. So he was learning how to be a director of football operations.
That's front office right there.
Penn. Yeah, that's front office. He was in the front. Now, see, I ain't know that. I didn't know that now. He got front office experience out the gate. That was his first experience. His first experience was not as a coach. As far as collegiate to professional, it was front office. Look at that, Big Will. Did you know that, Big Will?
No, sir.
Look at that. See, now, like I said, we doing this in real time. I have not done this on my own. I'm doing this with y'all. We doing this at the same damn time.
Same damn time. I got right.
At the same damn time. Minnesota Vikings from 06 to 2019. Now he was there for how long that is, Will? 13 years?
So what? 06 to what?
19. The 13 year, right?
That's 14. You got to count the 06 year.
Got to count the 06 year?
Yeah.
Well, you can't count the 06 you can't count the 06 year and the 19 year.
Yeah, you can.
You can? Because then it'll be 19 to 20. Right?
No, because the season stopped and starts in the same year.
Okay.
So you can count it.
Okay.
Because it stops in February and starts back in goddamn September.
Okay. 14 years. 14 years with the Minnesota Vikings. This is how it started out. Assistant to the head coach. Man, assistant to the head coach. Kevin Stefanski was handed some keys real early from the sound of it. All right. Assistant to the head coach from 06 to 08. Then he was assistant quarterbacks coach from 09 to 13. Now, how you think that worked out? We are going from assistant to the head coach to assistant to quarterback coach. How you think that worked out?
Hold on, he was head coach of who?
No, assistant to the head coach for Minnesota from 06 to 08. And
you mean assistant head coach? He was never a head coach at Minnesota.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a assistant to the head coach from 06 to 08.
Right, assistant. Okay, yeah. See, you gotta make them syllables sound out in there. So you got folks thinking that you said.
I've been saying
you said assistant. To the head coach. He went from assistant. The way you labeled your sentence, you say he went from assistant to head coach. That make it think that he was a head coach in Minnesota, but he went.
Okay, well, if I misspoke, I meant to say assistant to the head coach.
You know how folk be in the chat. Oh, Blakberry say he was a head coach in goddamn Minnesota. You wasn't no damn head coach.
I mean, hell, I got it pulled up on the screen, so if I'm saying it wrong, it's right there on the damn screen. Shit. So you got assistant to the head coach from 06 to 08. And then he went from that to assistant to the quarterbacks coach from 09 to 13. How that work?
They gave, you know how they try to, when a coach try to build you up, they give you a position area. You feel what I'm saying? The more versatile you is, the better of a head coach you look like. You know what I'm saying? Like the more stuff you know, the better it is for you when you are applying for a head coach. As you gonna see, as you go down his resume, you gonna see him jump into another position. You know what I'm saying? So, but it shows you that they had what you call that belief in his damn, what you call that shit?
His learning ability, the ability to learn.
They had belief that he had a lot to bring to the table. Because if you jumping out to make this man your assistant head coach, You believe
assistant
in his
assistant
ideas and
to the head
everything.
coach. He was assistant to the head coach.
That's the same goddamn thing.
No, it's not.
What's the
No, it
so?
ain't.
Oh, I called you assistant head coach, then assistant to the head coach.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was a secretary. That what you saying?
It don't. I mean, assistant to the head coach is not the like Jerry Gray was an assistant head coach.
Okay, so assistant to a head coach. That's a secretary then, eh?
I guess. What is because right here the next position he held was assistant quarterbacks coach, not
So
assistant to
it
the
might have been
quarterback coach.
like a shadow me type
Yeah,
position.
yeah,
Shadow
that
me.
what I'm thinking.
Do
That what I'm
learn
thinking.
what I do. Write
Yeah,
down what you see. Learn what I do.
and that was from '06 to '08. So let's see. Do you remember
Yeah,
who
we
the
just gonna call that. We gonna call that shadow position. Just keep all confusion down. Shadow position.
Yeah. Do you remember who the coach for the Vikings was in '06 and '08? The head coach?
So
Do you
what
remember?
now?
Do you remember who the head coach was
For the Vikings at '08,
in
was that
'06
Bill
to '08?
Cap? Was that Bill Cap? Let me see.
I don't want to open up another tab because I got all
I'm
these
finna
tabs
pull it up.
open.
I'm finna pull it up for you. Hold on. Let me find
Uh,
out.
I got too many tabs open already. I don't want the computer start acting crazy. It will go blookie, blookie.
Oh, was it that deep? Was it Zimmerman? Was
Zimmerman.
Zimmerman?
Gas boy say he think it was North Turner.
North Turner at that point? '08. Let me see. Let me look up North Turner.
Zay say he think it was Brad Childress. I can just use my damn. I can do my phone just like you use.
Let's look up North Turner.
Vikings head coach.
Nope.
And
He was 14. No, he was hold up. He was never the head coach.
it was Brad Childress.
Brad Children. Okay.
It was Brad Childress in '06.
I don't know why I was looking up name. I should just said Minnesota Vikings head coach. I'm just looking up name, y'all naming that.
It was Brad Childress in '07. And it was Brad Childress in '08. So he was assistant to Brad Childress for 3 years. From '06, '07, and '08. All right. Brad Childress in '08, their record was 10-6, which was first in NFC North. They won the NFC North that year. They lost in the playoffs to the Eagles. Their key players at that time was Adrian Peterson. All right, and let me see. The year before in '07, they was 8-8. The offensive coordinator then was Darrell Bevell.
They were 6-10 in 2006.
Yeah, and in 2006 they was 6-10. The defensive coordinator then was Mike Tomlin. That don't mean nothing.
They got better every year.
They did. They did. They improved each year as Childress had him as his understudy. We gonna say. All right, we're gonna call him the understudy because calling him a damn secretary is crazy to me. All right, so he was assistant quarterbacks coach from '09 to '13. Then he was a tight ends coach from 14 to 15. Then he was the running backs coach in 16. Then he was the quarterbacks coach from 17 to 18. Then he was interim offensive coordinator in 2018. And then he was, offensive coordinator in 2019. And he only did 1 year.
Damn, Brad Childress was the coach all the way through that, through
Uh,
2013.
Brad Childress was their coach all the way through 13.
Yep.
So he did a lot of learning under Childress.
Under Childress, yep. Then I think it went from Childress to the head coach that down there.
This shit ain't working.
No, that's somebody else in between now, ain't it?
Yeah, it been a couple guys. Damn. Now I just want to see. You said from 13. So let me see.
From '09 to 13, Brad Chisholm was still the coach.
Yeah,
The
then it
head
was
coach.
Mike Zimmer.
Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer.
Yeah. The offensive coordinator was Noah Turner when
So
Zimmer
he
got
was there
hired.
up on the three coaches. He was up on the three coaches. They got to tell you how much they value his input. He was there through three coaching regimes.
Mike Zimmer in 15. Mike Zimmer in 16.
Mike Zimmer didn't hold the job that long, did he? How long was it?
So far, he been
He
there
went to he
from
went to
14 to
Cincinnati.
17. So far, he been there from 14 to 18. 14
Oh
to
no, he was in
19.
no, he was in Minnesota for a minute.
Yeah, he there
So
for a good
21. So
minute.
he was up on the two coaches. He was up on the Childress and Zimmer.
Childress and
And he
Zimmer.
got the job. Yeah, he got the job in Cleveland in 2020.
Yep.
Yeah, so he was up because Zimmer was there for 8 years.
All right, so we're going to do for him what we did for Sean McVay. We're going to go look at the 2019 season. All right, for him as the offensive coordinator for Minnesota. So the Minnesota Vikings. I probably ain't even got to put all that in there. 2016, no, what it was, 2019? 2019 offensive rankings. All right, blow it up for y'all. So in 2019, these were the offensive stats and rankings. Oh shit, it's a damn echo. Let me see why it's an echo. Oh, I think it's gone now. All right. These are 2019 offensive stats and rankings. That's the right season, right? 2019. Yeah. All right. These
You looking at his
offensive stats
last
and
year?
rankings. Huh?
You looking at his last year?
Well, he only was offensive coordinator for 1 year with Minnesota. That was 2019. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
So their points per game was 25.4. That was eighth in the NFL. So they were top 10 in the NFL in points a game. Their total offense was 5,656 yards. That was 16th in the NFL. So they were middle of the pack. They rushing offense, they rushed for 2,133 yards. That was 6th in the NFL. So top 10 again. They passing offense was 3,523 yards. That was 23rd in the NFL. So we seeing they are running team. This was a running football team. And they total touchdowns was 47, 19 rushing, 26 passing. Sacks allowed 28. That tied for eighth fewest in the league. So we had a pretty damn good offensive line for Kirk Cousins that year. Now Dalvin Cook, 1,135 rushing yards. We know Dalvin Cook was a dog back then until he had the fumble woobies, and then he had the injury woes. But that was tied for second most by a Vikings running back, and it was it don't say what it was in the league though. Well, we already seen what it was in the league. Kirk Cousins had a little over 3,600 yard passing, 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Solid season. Didn't reach over 4,000 yards, but a solid season. Stephon Diggs had over 1,000 yard season. With a league leading 8 reception of 40 plus yards. So Kirk to Stephon was a deep threaded. And then you had old reliable Adam Thielen, of course. Despite missing some time due to injury, he remained a key tight. All right. So that's the one season they got to go off of with him as the offensive coordinator and play caller for the Minnesota Vikings. Now, when they look at that, they also looking at the season before when he was the quarterbacks coach for Kirk Cousins. This was Kirk Cousins' Pro Bowl season, though. This is his first Pro Bowl season in Minnesota, the 2019 season.
We got breaking news, bro. We got
That
breaking
was on
news.
Kevin Stefanski. What's breaking news?
Max Crosby has been traded to the Baltimore Ravens
Oh, wow.
in exchange for a 2026 and 2027 first round pick.
Wow.
Yep.
Hold on now.
So they sent 2 first rounders to Vegas. It just happened 2 minutes ago.
Yep. Wow. Oh. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. I don't see it. Well, you looking at it on Twitter?
On Twitter. Ian Rappaport, your boy
I
Adam
see it.
Schefter, both reporting it.
Yep, I see it.
Boy, the goddamn Raiders got some good picks, boy. So they're going to have the first
14.
pick and the 14th pick? Boy. They might trade some picks in the middle.
I wouldn't trade no damn
No,
pick.
they ain't gonna trade shit. They trying to build a team.
Yo, I wouldn't trade shit. You got your
Them boys
Genty.
stacked.
Genty can be you get you somebody else to share the load with Genty in the backfield.
Yeah, he say he want a second running back.
Yeah, get you somebody to share
Yeah.
the load with Genty, and you got that damn monster already at tight end.
Yeah. They got a wide receiver down there? No, they got a tight end.
They
gonna
had
get a
what's
wide
the name?
receiver.
He went
They
to
gonna get a wide
Jacksonville.
receiver. Yeah. They going for a quarterback and wide receiver in the first.
They traded what's the name to Jacksonville last season. But
I don't know, their offensive line was shitty too now. I don't know.
but what if they trade that first pick for next year's? No, they can't do that. Cause this quarterback class ain't. I mean, I
don't know, man. They going to get that boy from Indiana. They getting that quarterback. They going to get him.
that's Pavia.
Huh?
Who that? Pavia?
Nah, that's
that
Vanderbilt. That Vanderbilt quarterback.
Or that's Mendoza.
Mendoza, yeah.
I guess. Hey man, it's a new league of quarterbacks, man. It's a new league of quarterbacks. So Max Crosby to the Baltimore Ravens. Man, so the Ravens are the Ravens trying to get right now, huh? They got a new
coach. They got a new coach.
But what are you gonna fix? What's going on at the damn quarterback though? Are you gonna fix that? Because
no, that's why the coach got fired, because of him.
Because it ain't John Harbaugh's fault that boy can't seem to goddamn get right in the playoffs. It ain't his fault. It ain't his fault, man. That was not on John Harbaugh. It wasn't on him. But hey, it is what it is. You got to give. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It kind of hard to put your finger on what the answer is on that offense with Baltimore. I mean, you done got Max Crosby. Maybe I think Max Crosby gonna go there and he gonna take another step forward in his career.
They said they looking for a veteran QB in Vegas too, because they don't want to start Mendoza right away.
Oh shit! Could that be who Lockenford was talking to when he said an unnamed GM told him we gonna be actively searching for a quarterback, and we know the Falcons are a competitor in that market?
No, man.
Man, Kirk Cousins to the Raiders. Maybe they gonna be
I
so
don't know,
young.
bro.
They gonna
I
be
don't
so
know.
young. I don't know.
Kirk Cousins ain't somebody I'm looking to mentor a young quarterback. He don't give me them vibes.
They done cleared up some cap space. That's for sure. That's for sure. Because Crosby, how much Max Crosby was supposed to get?
A lot of money.
I know he think he supposed to get broke the fuck off. I know. For the Raiders.
Oh boy.
Hell, yo, boy. Crosby, he was a 35 mil dead cap. Almost 36 mil dead cap for him. They traded him. Let's see, trade. You got traded before June. They say $30 million. They say 30 mil, boy. They only had to pay him 5. They say 30. All right, let's get back to this. Max Crosby to the Ravens, y'all. The deal is done per Ian Rappaport. Per Ian Rappaport, the deal is done. All right, so Kevin
And Al
Stefanski.
Schefter.
So the 2019 offensive stats ratings for Kevin Stefanski. What we're doing is we're looking at what a hirer looks at to develop belief that a hiree at coach, a head coach, or at whatever position, what they look at to gain belief that they could be the long-term option for their team at that position, right? And we're looking at coaches, we're looking at head coaches. So Kevin Stefanski, his one and only offensive coordinating season in Minnesota, they were 8th in the league in points a game. They were 16th. They were middle of the pack in total offense. They were 6th in the league in rushing offense, 23rd in passing offense. So they was a running team. And, that was a healthy balance of rush touchdowns and pass touchdowns, 19 rushing, 26 passing. That's a healthy balance. And they only allowed 28 sacks. That was 8th fewest in the league at the time. So Kevin Stefanski is going to do from as far as what we just looked at with that, he's going to do a good job of making sure that the quarterback stay protected and the quarterback get the ball out of his hands, whether it's him handing it off or whether it's him having quick options in the passing game. So that was we looked at. That was Dalvin Cook that year, had over 1,000 yards rushing. Kirk had a little under 4,000 yards. And Stephon Diggs had 1,000-yard season. So you still had a receiver with well over 1,000 yards. You still had Kirk Cousins having a really good passing season with 26 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. That's damn good. That's damn good touchdown to interception ratio. Then you had an over-reliable Adam Thielen, of course. All right, so now we're going to look at his time in Cleveland. All right. Now, before I look at his time in Cleveland, somebody help me with something. Who was? Do it matter who was calling plays? Who was calling plays and whose playbook was it? The time for the time that he was in Cleveland. Because I know in the beginning, he didn't have Bill Callahan the first year. Well, it wouldn't have been Bill Callahan offense anyway. But he made changes after that first season. So let's just look at it. All right, Cleveland Browns in 2020. the rain. Well, you got that song stuck in my head, Will. You can stop the rain now when it starts to fall. All right, Cleveland Browns.
He was with them with 2020.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm trying to think if I want to see who was the play caller for each season. Because I know last year they said he gave play calling duties to Tommy Reese after Joe Flacco got hurt, right? Or Joe Flacco got traded. Or
I think
somebody
he was
got
calling
hurt.
the plays or something.
It was when
First
it was
game.
when the young boy took over, when Dion boy took over. Tommy Reese took over play calling.
You talking about Dylan Gabriel? Oh, you talking about Sanders? Sanders Shadur.
Sure. Dion boy.
Oh, okay.
All right. Cleveland Browns 2020 offensive rankings. Blow it up here. All right. So in 2020, total yards 16th. They was middle of the pack. Points scored 14th, middle of the pack. Rushing yards 3rd. We seeing consistency in the running game. We seeing consistency already. Passing yards 24, about what they was with Kirk Cousins. Baker Mayfield had about what Kirk Cousins had, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Consistency is what I like to see. So when you look at Baker Mayfield and you look at Kirk Cousins, two different style of quarterbacks, right, Big Will?
Yes, sir.
Now, see, when I looked at Sean McVay, I looked at I looked at the consistency that the higher would see that would give him the belief that he could continue that level of success, that level of production with his team. Now, see, Baker Mayfield and Kirk Cousins, two totally different quarterbacks. Just like in Washington, when Sean McVay, when RG3 got hurt, he had about the same amount of yards passing as Kirk Cousins when Kirk Cousins had to take over. It was no fall off in the production between the quarterbacks, even though two totally different style quarterbacks. There was no fall off in the production. That's consistency. That's what higher words want to see when they hiring their people. All right. So rushing, Nick Chubb, 1,000-yard season, 12 touchdowns, consistency in the rushing game. Jarvis Landry had 840 yards, 3 touchdowns. I think Jarvis got hurt that season. He would have had over 1,000 yards if he don't get hurt in that season, I think. So we see the consistency in the offense.
They had a lot of hurt receivers on that team.
They did. They had a lot of hurt receivers. And now we're finna look at the following season, 2021. We already see the consistency. This is what higher words are looking at when they hire their guys. They looking for consistency. So the 2021 season, total offense 18th. Had a bit of a drop off, but still near
That's
middle
when
of
they
the
went to
pack.
go get that boy, Deshaun Jackson. That's when they went to got him.
They still had Baker. They still had Baker in this season.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, but they had a little bit of a drop off. They went from 16th to 18th. So, but it's still somewhere. It's towards middle of the pack. Okay, scoring points for it, they was 20th. So they had a fall off there too. Then their rushing offense was 4th. They was 3rd the season before. So not a big drop off. That's consistency. That's showing consistency. Passing offense was 27th. Got a little bit worse the following year in the passing game. Nick Chubb had a 1,200 yard.
That's what Baker Mayfield was doing all that drinking, wasn't it?
I think that's when he had the little scandal. Yeah, I think that when he had the little scandal. But Chubb led the team with almost 1,300 yard rushing. Baker Mayfield started 16 games, threw for over a little over 3,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. He had a terrible touchdown to interception ratio. He was not looking good. That was when the Baker Mayfield fiasco began. And Donovan Peoples-Jones led the team with 597 receiving yards. So you had a decline because of the injuries that occurred in the receiving group, and then you had Baker Mayfield acting like a damn dumbass. The team finished 89. Let's look at but we still saw some consistency, somewhat with the rushing offense. That didn't change. They was fourth. They went from third to fourth. That's not a big fall off at all. That's just a one rank back. So we did see some consistency there. That's something Matt Ryan took into account. Where's the consistency, and how do I see that translating to my team? Now, the next season, they can see this screen, right? Y'all can see this screen, right? Make sure y'all see this screen. All right, this the 2022 season. This is the 2022 season. All right, so they were 18th in total points. So it was exactly what they was the season before. Total points and points per game, 18. Total yards, they were 14, so still middle of the pack. Rushing yards, they went from 4th to 6th. A little bit of a fall off, but not crazy. Passing yards, they improved. They had a slight improvement at 23rd. Chubb had almost 1,600 yard rushing season, 12 rushing touchdowns. And that was Chubb's career high that season, too. Then you got a healthy Amari Cooper, 7-8 receptions, 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns. Solid. And this was with Jacoby Brissett most of the way. With 26, because Deshaun Watson, he couldn't play until I think he had like a 8-game suspension or something like that. But he or did he get hurt that year? Which one was it? I think it was the suspension. I think he was suspended. Somebody in the chat, I know
it was suspension or something.
It was the suspension, I think.
Yeah, because they backloaded his contract or some shit, don't they? So it was backloaded for sure. Because of the suspension, yeah.
It was definitely backloaded. But Jacoby Brissett didn't do bad. Had 12 touchdowns, 6 interceptions in 11 starts with 2,600 yards passing. So that's expected with a run first offense anyway. When a backup guy has to come in and take the load, take on the carry that load. That's expected, somewhere like that. But at least he didn't kill the team from look good. But we still see the consistency in the run game. The significance to this is Matt Ryan. The consistency in this run attack is what Matt Ryan told us before we had a head coach, before we had a general manager. When Matt Ryan was hired and did his press conference, when he addressed the fan base, he told us, he said, we going to set the pass up through the run. We going to run the ball. We going to run the damn ball. He said, we going to run the ball. And we going to set the pass up through the run. He told us that before a GM was here, before a head coach was here, before our offensive coordinator was here. He told us that. So that means he was going to go look for who he's seen the most consistency in with their running game, i.e. Kevin Stefanski. And I believe this is the last piece of evidence, the 2023 season. Points per game, 10th. Major improvement. Even though 23.3 for that season, I think as a league, the league had a league low, like historically or something like that, for points being scored. But they was 10th in the league with 23.3. Total offense yards per game, 16th, middle of the pack, just like it was before. Passing offense, 19th. Showed a pretty good improvement there. Trying to get somewhere towards middle of the pack. Turnover loss.
That was like with 3 quarterback that season too, I think.
It's gonna tell me right here. Yeah, that's what it say. Quarterback carousel. but it's a turnovers lost 37. That was 32nd. That was the highest in the NFL. So they had a very bad turnover margin. They turned the ball over way too much that season. So while they showed consistency in the running attack, they had a big fall off in the turnover department. They went from being a pretty good team not turning the ball over to being the worst turnover team in the league. Now, this could play a part in that. Yeah, they had a quarterback carousel. Due to injuries, Deshaun Watson, the team relied on Joe Flacco, Dorian Thompson, Robinson, and P.J. Walker and Jeff Driscoll.
Think about that. They had
Flacco
the worst
leading the late season surge.
Worst turnover in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And they still went to the playoffs.
Yeah, because like I say right here, leading a late season surge to make the playoffs. That was David Njoku had a breakout season, 81 receptions, 882 yards, 6 tugs. Running back Jerome Ford had a breakout season, 813 rushing yards. They were major contributors. Offensive line was ranked among one of the better units in the league, despite losing starting tackle Jack Conklin early in the season. We like hearing shit like that because that means under this regime, we should be able to plug and play on the offensive line and not skip a beat because Kevin Stefanski's offense is dictated before that he can plug and play a guy and they can not skip a beat in what they want to do offensively. That plays a major part in it, right? Play a major part. And I would look at those. I think that proved a point enough. I want to start engaging with y'all. But that's what my bad. That's what I mean by what hirers are looking at to determine if they think a guy can be the long-term option for their team. We want to look at consistency. The reason why Sean McVay elevated so vastly, so quickly, didn't have to put in a whole lot of time, going through the ranks of being an assistant here, assistant there. He didn't have to do a whole lot of that because when they looked at the production, the consistency in the production with him from being a tight ends coach to being an offensive coordinator, they saw the consistency with the tight ends in the offenses that he ran as an offensive coordinator. Then they saw each season he got better. The team got better. The tight end play stayed consistent. Kirk Cousins was balling in Washington under the Sean McVay offense. And, he goes on and the rest is history with the Rams. So now we're looking at what? Kevin Stefanski, what we just looked at. Where's the consistency? What's Matt Ryan looking for? Where's the consistency in what he looking for? The running game. No matter what has happened, no matter what has happened in Cleveland, the running game stayed consistent. It stayed consistent, even with the drama, even with. Now I didn't look at the past couple seasons. I stopped at 23. But when we look at what Matt Ryan is looking for in that consistency, it's there. It's there in the running game. And that's what Matt Ryan wanted to lean into with his team. He wanted to lean into the running game, and he wants to set the pass up. He wants to set the pass up through the running game. He told us that before there was a head coach here, before there was a Ian Cunningham, before there was a Kevin Stefanski. That's what Matt Ryan told us. Let me see what y'all talking about in chat, man. Got some folks that came through too since I've been running my mouth. Let's see. Let's see. Yup. Crosby traded. Max Crosby, breaking news, y'all, is in Baltimore now. Trade took place just some minutes ago. Larry say these teams giving us some shit this offseason. What do for? What's up with you, Larry? Yo, man, you got to make moves. You can't be stagnant. Especially, and that's why I say every team wants to win. Every team wants that ultimate success. That ultimate success is championship. Every team want that. So you got to make moves because you never know what move get you over that hump. You never know. What's up with you, Dre Murphy? What's up with you, my boy? He say, hell no to the no, big wheel. I wouldn't trade no picks if I'm Los Angeles Raiders. Now, I don't think they should either. At least not in that first round. Not unless they see their guy for next year in the next year draft and they gonna tank. Unless they gonna tank for whoever for their guy for next year. Like I said, this quarterback class for me. It's a class. That some guys might surprise me though. It may surprise me. He say, I'm using both my locks to get my quarterback from Indiana and a wide receiver. Got you. What's up with your Savannah Swag? You say, Mendoza is going to be a bust. Like I said, for me, he's a all these guys, all these quarterbacks in this draft is a for me. Don't know. He said, my father and his mother, or your dad, a Baltimore fan. Y'all, Zay up there. He up there in Baltimore, so he hold it down for the Falcons in BMO, man. I don't think that's gonna happen. What's up with your Sega Noble or Southeast Georgia Noble? What's up with you? He said, if I could add any offensive weapon to Drake and Bijan, it would be Brock, hands down.
Who the quarterback coach up there in Vegas?
For sure. The quarterback coach?
Because that's going to depend a lot on the success of Mendoza.
Whoever the quarterback coach is?
Who the quarterback coach is?
You think that's going to be the only deciding factor?
No, because your boy Clint Kubiak can call the plays, but who's going to be preparing him throughout the week? That's the question.
Okay, so I think Mike McCoy, he going to be the senior offensive assistant and the quarterback coach.
Who?
Mike McCoy.
I don't know who that is.
Hold on, I'm trying. Let me confirm that. Yeah, so they don't have a quarterback coach assigned on the team.
So that means Clint Kubiak probably gonna be the quarterback coach.
I just read
whoever the offense coordinator gonna probably be the goddamn quarterback coach.
I just read something that said Mike McCoy gonna. Hold on, let me go back. It said Mike McCoy. Hold on, what did it say? It say, as of March 2020, Las Vegas Raiders have not designated an official quarterback coach for the 26th season. Instead, new head coach Clint Kubiak, offensive coordinator Andrew Janocko, hired from Seattle, and senior offensive.
Got out of Seattle.
Yeah, and senior offensive assistant Mike McCoy will share responsibility for developing the position according to. What is with all this sharing responsibility shit nowadays?
They sharing.
What the hell going on?
All that is getting your homeboy a job. That's what it is.
That's what it sounds like.
Get my boy a job, get him paid.
That's what it sounds like.
I want to see how that gonna turn out. I want to see.
It's gonna be interesting to watch because they damn sure got some some resources now to develop, to build. Yeah. They done always had resources because they always done sucked.
So, they definitely finna go get them a quarterback and a wide receiver for sure.
They making moves, man. But Southeast Georgia Noble said if I could add any offensive weapon to Drake and Bijan, it would definitely be Brock hands down. Man, Brock Bowers will never be in Atlanta ever. Never.
He is not finna let go of that boy, let y'all get back up the goddamn. He just said he loved picks. He ain't giving up that many picks for Brock.
But I would love to have Brock too, Southeast Georgia Noble. I would love to have Brock Bowers. I would love it. But it ain't gonna never happen.
We had a chance to draft him, we didn't do it.
Yeah, we had a chance to draft him, and instead we drafted who we drafted? Bijan? No.
Oh, that wasn't the Bijan draft, I don't think.
That was
That was 2 seasons ago. Cause they can't. Hold up. No, that was 3 seasons ago.
He was a rookie last year.
What?
Wasn't he a rookie?
No, it was second year last year, so he going into the third year.
Okay, that was his second year.
Third year, yeah.
Who we drafted that season? Who we drafted? Oh, that was
I think that was a defensive player or something.
Who the hell we drafted?
I don't even know, bro.
Hey, Gats boy, who we drafted in 24? Oh, Michael Penix.
Quarterback.
Oh, now somebody gonna be saying Blakberry and Big Will, they shitting on Michael Penix. They couldn't even remember we drafted them in 24. Come on. Oh man. Now, ATL, they didn't have they don't have a quarterbacks coach. Let me see. What y'all talking about there?
So I tell you, so we couldn't get them then. We weren't gonna get them. So we were going for a quarterback no matter what.
Cause they ain't doing no mentorship. Man, that motherfucker might not have no choice. Listen. Kirk Cousins, he might have the options of nigga. It's either you mentor or nigga
you don't, nigga.
Or nigga no job, nigga. Nigga mentor, nigga no job, nigga. Which one, nigga? Mentor, no job, nigga. Which one? Shit, nigga might not have no damn choice. He done took all the goddamn the only leverage the motherfucker had was right here in Atlanta. It's the only leverage he had. Now, me personally, Savannah Swag, I would have ran it back. I would have ran it back with Kirk and Michael Penix and let Michael Penix get healthy. Ran it back with Kirk. Say fuck these motherfuckers. What they talking about? We're paying them this money. We done told the man we gonna pay him the money. Let's just pay him the goddamn money. So fucking what? We can hit the reset button in 2020 in 2028. We can hit the reset button. You got a new regime in here. You got a new coach regime. You got a new front office. Shit, reset that motherfucker in 2028, and you done had 2 seasons to wash out all the goddamn poison around the goddamn organization. Ain't that what we'll say? We need to do a goddamn detox. We need to do a goddamn spiritual detox on this motherfucker. Goddamn exercise all the bad spirits up out this motherfucker for 2 seasons. Let Kirk Cousins finish out in 2 years. Pay him the goddamn money. So fucking what? Or cut his ass in 2027. or whatever. And hell, hit the reset button in a couple seasons. Shit. When it's time to pay Bijan, that's when you hit the reset button. We hitting the reset button when it's time to pay Bijan. But I'm just saying, because I'm like, what's the damn rush? Why you in a hurry? Why are we rushing anything right now? Y'all seen that movie Fools Rush In? You know why Fools Rush In is some bullshit? Because the white boy fell in love with Selma Hayek. A bombshell. Wasn't nothing foolish about it. Wasn't nothing foolish about it. Nothing. That movie was some bullshit. We ain't no damn Selma Hayek here. Don't rush into nothing. No rushing. Okay? But hey, this is where we at now. And I'm rolling with the punches, just like y'all. This is really Michael say Dalman retired on their ass. Sure did. Southside say Kurt either going to the Cardinals or the Vikings. Dre Murphy say, if I'm Captain Kurt, 2 Chainz Cousins, I'm going to the Arizona Cardinals. The Minnesota Vikings want Kyler Murray bad. Savannah say, maybe get Russell Wilson to the Raiders. Yeah, journeyman. What's up with you, Maggie T? What's up with you, the first lady of AFN? One of the lady birds of AFN, too. Hey, shout out to Maggie T. Y'all make sure y'all checking them out. Them ladybirds every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
He ain't no 2 Chainz now. Them Chainz got snatched. That nigga ain't 2 Chainz shit.
Kirko Banks. Y'all start giving him all them urban nicknames and shit. The nigga hadn't even got off the plane yet. Getting all them damn urban nicknames and shit. Gave the motherfucker a whole grill. Somebody gave him a grill. Put the big Falcon chain around his neck. Somebody gave him a high-low fade. Somebody gave him a fade. They gave him a damn high-low fade. Hey man, they were goddamn tripping, put the part in it and everything. I was like, man, come on, man. Y'all doing too much. Calm down. Zayno, bang, say Baker played through that shoulder injury in 2021, and Odell got traded mid-season after his father dropped that video. Oh, man. I remember that shit. That was crazy. Zay said, Deshaun was suspended for 11 games that year. It's a Browns fan by Quincy Carrier. His videos give you the whole timeline of the Stefanski years. So y'all look that up on YouTube. Quincy Carrier on YouTube, I think. If you want a deeper dive into the Stefanski years. Like I said, I was just giving you a quick Wikipedia search. I was not finna go on Ancestry.com and look up who his great-great-grandpappy was, and I wasn't gonna do all that. I did an on-the-surface search, and I think we got what we needed out of it. I built the bridge. You say they not gonna have a quarterback coach. No, they not. No. Guess what? Say he brought a guy with him from Seattle to be OC. He followed Kubiak everywhere he been as a OC. Dre Murphy say, who y'all replacing Darnell Mooney with? Though me personally, I say the wide receiver from the Green Bay Packers, Romeo Dobbs, Christian Kirk, wide receiver from the G-Men, Robinson.
Down there too.
I forgot his first name. Going where? Who going where now? Doing what now? What you say, Will? Who doing what? Doing what? Doing where? Going where?
That was Shaheed. That was Shaheed gonna go. He gonna follow Kubiak.
Oh, Rashid Shaheed.
That's why he ain't signed no deal with. That's why he ain't came no close deal with the Seahawks. He gonna go to goddamn Vegas.
Yeah, that's probably where he going. Man, depending on what kind of quarterback they get, they might have a hellified offense down there, man. They get somebody that's a competent quarterback, man. They
might get Russell Wilson down there.
Giant leap forward.
They might get Russell Wilson down there, goddamn.
But Big Will, Dre Murphy want to know who you replacing Darnell Mooney with. If you had the choice, who you replacing Darnell Mooney with?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be a drafted receiver. I think we're
You
gonna
think they're
draft a
gonna draft
receiver.
receiver?
Yeah, I had them drafting a receiver anyway, but I don't know who the veteran receiver I would bring in though. Cause you gonna get somebody who gonna be team friendly to your bank. Uh, I had to look up the free agent wide receiver. I had
Now,
to
as
look at it
far as
like
in the
that.
draft go, what them
I
damn
wouldn't mind us going to get the goddamn Georgia boy if he fall, but he gonna go in the first round probably. So we'll get the other
Zachariah.
Georgia boy. We'll get Dylan Bell. I won't mind Dylan Bell go out there and get you some yardage.
You know, oddly enough, I see a lot of linebackers and receivers falling. I see a lot of them falling. And the reason why is because I think the offensive line is so deep this season. They're gonna take
But
more offensive linemen in this first round.
you know how it always be with the NFL. It never go how we think it gonna go. We
Right.
always think, oh, but they gonna fall and them motherfucker. All it takes a couple teams start to get they start to see a motherfucker getting wide receiver, then it start be a whole train of wide receivers start going.
Okay. I didn't
So it'd be
start
like,
now one of these niggas. I didn't put a star next to no receiver. That's I'm but when I'm going through my process, I'll star guys that stand out to me. I didn't star no damn body.
so you ain't had nobody stand out to you, bro?
Nope. I'm trying to see maybe if I forgot something to put a
Yeah, you was
star.
drunk. You was drunk that night. There was some good wide receivers in that thing. Now you drunk.
Well, Zachariah, of course, and
You got Dylan Bell in there catching that motherfucker one handed and everything.
yeah, Dylan Bill didn't impress me through the season though.
You talking about Ed Georgia?
Yeah,
But it was how he was used. Any way they called upon him, he showed up though. That was the nigga they had leaned on when they went in trouble. Leaned
now
on Dylan Bell.
I think this boy Bryce Lance out of North Dakota State. I think he was because I looked at him. I went back to him to watch him more than once. Maybe I meant to put a star next to him. Let me make sure. Bryce Lance, North Dakota State. All right, this kid 6'3", 209. He ran where he at? He ran a 4.34. I think I meant to put a star next to this boy. Bryce Lance out of North Dakota State. Bryce Lance out of North Dakota State. The boy 6'3", 209, and he ran a 4.34. And then in the skills test, the boy he was top 5. He was 4th overall in the skills in the he was in the vertical. I keep saying skills.
What
He
was
was
it?
he was 4th in the vertical. Boy got a 41 and a half inch vertical.
What was his number at North Dakota State?
His number? I don't know what his number was.
His numbers.
Oh, his numbers. Let's see. I mean, numbers.
I want to see what he did when he played FBS teams with talent.
Okay.
Cause North Dakota is an LCS school, man.
Yeah. All right. So they had that one loss. Of course, we know what that loss was to Illinois. Damn, that was a close game too. 29-28. Let's see. He had 34 yards week 1 against Citadel. 46
The
against
fuck?
46 against Tennessee State.
Oh,
He had
them ain't good number. That quarterback must be sour or some shit.
Oh, wait a minute. It's college now. You got to look at the whole picture. It's college. Against Southern Missouri, against the Southern Missouri State, he had 159 yards with a tug on 4 receptions. And these all wins, by the way. You know, North Dakota State, they went undefeated until they played Illinois State. The following week against South Dakota, he had 98 yards on 4 receptions. Now, he stayed in between because that first week he had 4 receptions. The next week he had 3. Then when he had the 159 game, he had 4 receptions. Had 4 receptions the following game with 98 yards.
Okay.
Then he had 3 receptions the following week against Illinois State, for 45 yards. So he don't look like he did well against Illinois State. Let me see. All right. So against Southern Illinois, he had 4 receptions. 4 receptions, 79 yards. Indiana State, he had 4 receptions, 74 yards. South Dakota State again, he had no, not again. Never mind. South Dakota State, against South Dakota State, he had 5 receptions, 103 yards. So far in the season, he only got 4 touchdowns. Against Youngstown,
What about target to catch ratio?
I can't see. Hold on, I'll have to scroll for that. Hold on a minute.
All right.
Then he had against Youngstown 5 receptions, 65 yards. North Dakota, Fighting Hawks. He had 3 receptions, 61 yards. Then he had 8 receptions for 131 yards against Northern Iowa. Then against St. Thomas, Minnesota, he had 3 receptions for 106 yards. He'll take the top off, guy. And then in the last game against Illinois State, he had 1 reception for 78 yards.
See, that's what I'm thinking. Was he not targeted much or what?
Let me see
Or
if I
was
can
they
see the
talent
target.
that good on their team? Did they have they talent was that good? What?
I think it was because they didn't lose a game until that last game of the season. I got to look at the rest of North Dakota State.
Yeah, because that's what I'm confused at. Because like a receiver that you bringing in that you feel is a takeover receiver, he having 6 to 7 receptions. You know what I'm saying? At least
It's a 1,000-yard
these
season.
3 and 4 receptions kind of got me. You know what I'm saying? What?
Yeah, 4,
What they
3,
team
4,
that
4.
good? Or what? Something the quarterback not targeting him. Something not right.
Oh, he was used in the run game a little bit. Not a lot. Had 4 carries on the season
But
for
in all
92 yards.
truthfulness, though, all that matters is he able to be coached. That's
Man,
all that matters. As long as you got somebody who's able to be coached,
he big and look, Will, he big and he's a speed demon. The 4 carries he got in the backfield, he got 92 yards on them 4 carries, averaging 23
he definitely
yards
got
a touch.
speed. He definitely got speed.
So he's a speed demon at 6'3", 209. Will at 6'3", 209.
That Julio goddamn numbers, huh?
Yeah. What Julio ran? Like a 4.3?
4.3. He ran the 4.3 something.
4.3 something, right?
Yeah.
That boy 6'3", 209. Y'all want to see what? Just in case y'all don't. Let me see. Let me see if somebody in the chat knew who I was talking about.
Yeah, see that. That's the only thing that throwing me off though. The targets, the catches. I mean, 3 to 4 catches. That throwing me off a little bit. So I'm trying to see if they had that much talent on that motherfucking team, and he wasn't the number one guy, or what.
All right, this who he is, y'all. Hold on, where is it? Kind of look like Drake London a little bit.
So he's got 2 red motherfuckers out there catching.
Kind of look like him a little bit. Hold on, let me. Oh, excuse me.
The beige bandits.
The beige bandit. Yeah, there they go. That's what they can be. Yeah. When I went and looked at some tape on them, Will, I think it's just that they were spreading the ball out in North Dakota State.
That's what I'm saying. They must have a lot of good motherfuckers on their team or something.
No, you know who he looked like? He looked like goddamn what's the motherfucker don't wear no shoes?
the one who was down here with us. He just done took on that whole persona.
Yeah.
What his name? Holloman or some shit.
Yeah, Holland,
yeah.
Hollins or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he done took on that whole persona, knowing he got their feet freezing like a motherfucker in Buffalo. I mean, New England, when it was snowing, New England. His feet goddamn cold as hell, boy.
Listen, man. Look, motherfuckers coming out of college can learn how to catch better. Yeah, Matt Hollins, Dre Murphy. Yeah, Matt Hollins.
Hollins, yeah, that's his name.
Who asked that? Savannah Swag asked, can he fast, but can he catch? Look, you can teach. You can get a motherfucker hands right.
The main question is he coachable? If he's coachable,
exactly.
You want athletes on your team. If you can get athletes and they coachable, that's a dangerous ass team. That's the only thing you want to know about. Is that nigga coachable?
Yeah. ATL say Chris Brazel, 6'5", 200-pound, ran a 4.37. Chris Brazel. Let me see.
There's a lot of talented receivers in this draft, dog. A lot of them.
Yeah. Let me see. Chris Brazel.
It might be mid quarterbacks in this draft, but there's a lot of good receivers. I guarantee you that.
Chris Brazel.
That means you ain't got the rush for now.
Damn, I'm missing some pages or something. What the fuck?
Yeah, fucked up the notes.
I done fucked up the notes, man. Oh, I know why. Because he ain't in my top. I didn't put him in my top 5. Chris Brazel. I got Bryce Lance in my top 5. That's why. We can look at him though. Look at him. Chris Brazel. You say he's 6'5", ran a 4.37. I don't know. He got that goofy chin. I don't like goofy chin dudes.
He said goofy chin.
No, I'm just bullshit. I'm just bullshit.
Got the butt chin, dude. Goddamn butt chin.
I'm just bullshit.
Goddamn, gotta wipe my nose and my ass at the same time.
Let's go look at him, man. We'll dive into him a little bit. He had a 1,000-yard season on 62 receptions. So he had fewer receptions. He had fewer receptions than Bryce Lance out of North Dakota State and had fewer yards. No, I'm sorry.
The same amount of yards.
He had more receptions and had the same amount of yards. Bryce Lance had fewer receptions, had the same amount of yards. I think he got more touchdowns, though. But you say he ran a 4.37. Let's see. Let's look at the. We just gonna do it. We not doing a hard dive. We doing a short dive. We doing a short dive.
We doing a midget dive.
Doing a midget dive. So 5 receptions, 62 yards against Syracuse. Solid. No to it. Against East Tennessee State Buccaneers, he had 9 receptions, 125 yards. He a volume guy. Against
That's
Georgia,
what
when
I'm
they
talking about.
caught that L, 6 receptions, 177 yards.
See how you hearing these 6, 9, and all these receptions? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's the
3
thing that was
tugs.
going.
He had a hell of a game against her. Hell of a game.
You remember our defense took a minute to get their feet up on them.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of offensive team were going off on our ass.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, he ran a 4.37, huh? I do remember him leaving some of our guys in a cloud of dust. I think he left Everett in a cloud of dust once.
Who he play for?
Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
I do remember him leaving some of our
Yeah,
guys in a
everybody was
cloud of
leaving
dust.
Ellis. Everybody was leaving Ellis. When he was getting himself up together, they were burning his ass, boy.
You gotta turn that goddamn head around, man. And he
Yeah.
got to get better. He got to get better technique in his dropbacks.
He's a great tackler, though. He'll come up, put that hat on you.
Yeah, he
That
could be.
motherfucker ain't scared to put that hat on you.
But Will, like you've been saying, though, he coachable though. That boy is coachable.
That long, he's coachable, dog. All that shit can be taught. Only thing that can be taught is heart and your God-given goddamn size. That's it. All that speed and everything else can be taught. They teach speed every day. That's why I hate when I hear a motherfucker say you can't teach speed. Nigga, they teach speed every day. You got track star trying to get faster every day. They teach speed every day.
But
You can't teach heart. You don't got no heart, nigga. Ain't nothing I can do with you.
Braswell probably gonna go. We probably ain't gonna be able to get a Braswell. But he went even high on my, like, he was a little high. He was like in the top 10 on my list. But
the thing is,
we could get a Bryce Lynch though.
This the year you ain't got to reach for no receiver because all of them ran great numbers. Everybody ran fast. A lot of receivers ran fast.
Yeah, but then, shit, not just for the shit. That damn vertical that boy got though. See?
Well, hopefully we ain't got to goddamn have him jumping that goddamn how to go get no damn ball. Maybe we can throw the motherfucker open.
Yeah, but in this style of offense we gonna have, Will, we want guys that when we get in that red zone,
Dre London, that go get it guy. That's who you go
Kyle
get
Pitts
too.
But what if you got 3 pillars out there?
We tried that shit with Arthur Smith. We had everybody was tall. That shit didn't work.
It didn't work with them.
It depends, right. Now, it might work with a good play caller, but that shit definitely didn't work with Arthur Smith, man.
It didn't work with them. And Matt Hollins ain't a jump guy. He was speed. He was he not even necessarily. Matt Hollins was
a possession receiver. Possession.
Yeah, but he can take the top off a little bit, but he wasn't no jump ball guy. But see, this goddamn Bryce Lance, this boy got a 41.5 foot, 41.5 inch vertical. Your Brazel wasn't even in the top 10 in the vertical, and he taller than Bryce Lance.
Then they gonna get a lot of these guys in the 8th round too. That undrafted round. Oh, we're gonna have a lot of talent in that round. Especially all these HBCUs, boy. There's some goddamn receivers down now, boy.
But yeah, you're right. Give me Bryce Lance out of North Dakota State.
We let one get away. We let Washington get one of those guys we never got to play because we had stupid motherfuckers here. Let them get a goddamn gym.
Larry say, did y'all see the routes? Did y'all see routes the dude from Texas A&M was running on film? He looked good, but at combine, he looked bad.
What is that? Capion or some shit?
Doing routes. I didn't even see him. I didn't see it.
I told y'all the combine be so goddamn boring. I can't watch that shit, bro. I can't do it. I tried to sit there and watch it with Coach them for a minute. That shit so damn boring, bro.
I'll catch it when it's compressed.
Exactly, boy. Cause that shit boring as shit, boy.
I will catch it when it's compressed and edited. That's when I catch that shit. ATL say his chin took him out.
Nah.
Got that goofy chin, boy.
Oh, shit. So
Y'all
when he
think
got down wearing the chin strap, he put it goddamn buttons in grandma drawer, right? Oh,
Hey man, that goofy chin, it'll set you up for failure every time. Jay Murphy say, y'all think they're gonna let Devin Thompson continue to do kick and punt returns if he's nah. He'll
they
be
might
gone.
give him a tryout. They might give him a tryout. Certain guy they're gonna bring back for a tryout. You know, they got to fill that 90-man roster. So you're gonna have some guy get an opportunity.
That motherfucker was here because everybody was hurt and everybody else was sucking doing the job.
But
Get that motherfucker
no
up there.
matter what, no matter why he was here, the time he was here, he got there and did the best of his opportunity. So they're gonna get him a look. Might not be here.
Look,
Might be.
my
Hey, it might not be here. It might be with another team, though.
It need to be with another team.
I know that Troy Anderson last hoorah. He got 1 year left on his contract. He got to come out and prove something this year. The number one thing he got to prove, he can stay healthy. That's it. You got to prove you can stay on that field. That's what your boy Michael Pittman was talking about. He said, I got the heart in my body. I got to show that I can stay healthy. Yeah, you got to show that, bro.
Yeah. Now, statistically, what kind of season did Zachariah Branch have? He ain't have 1,000-yard season, did he?
No, he came close. He had like almost 900-yard season. He had some of the best wide receiver numbers for Georgia since what's that nigga that had 1,000 yards.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, Pickens.
Man, what the name? Wasn't it Roberts? No, it wasn't Pickens. Wasn't it Roberts or some shit like that? He was the only 1,000-yard receiver. Him and his brother played for Georgia. His brother was a running back. His brother is the coach at Georgia now. He just got hired by Georgia this year. Damn, what that nigga name is, man. He a high school coach right now. They gonna come to me when I ain't thinking about it. Why?
They gonna come to you. Yeah. See, Zachariah was more of a volume catcher, and didn't have he didn't have the breakaway. He didn't have the breakaway plays like we wanted him to have. It's like every time we thought he was gonna get loose, he just didn't. But he definitely capable.
We ain't get to see him like that because of goddamn injury. So the defense was humming in on him. So they knew the first thing they knew the top receiver we had. Because everybody else was getting hurt and shit. So that's even he got a lot. How many bubble screen win throws for this dude?
Thing is, y'all, we don't need you got Drake and you got Kyle Pitts if you don't do a tag and trade on Pitts. Go ahead.
We got to think about the number 2 wide receiver was never the number 2 receiving the ball. We got to think about that. The first nigga is Bijan. The second nigga is Drake. The third nigga is Kyle. That's how the shit go. Then the goddamn second and third receiver fall into fourth and fifth. That's how the shit go. The number 1 option was Bijan. The second was Drake. And the third was Kyle.
Well, in 24,
that's how it goes. So it don't.
In 24, the receivers was 1, 2, and 3. In 24. But last year, you're right.
Yeah, 24, we had that talent. Yeah, before this nigga started, goddamn, turned into a Bijan Authenticator or whatever this nigga. But he was a fascinator with
You just
Bijan, boy.
make
I
up a
swear to
word.
I just made up a goddamn word. He was a fasciator with goddamn Bijan. For some reason, I'm like, goodness gracious, bro. You
Yeah.
trying to double the amount of times you gave him the ball the first season.
Yo, Dre, I know you like you some Kyle Pitts.
I want to see Kyle Pitts in his proven year if they decide not to trade him. I want to see what he got. With a competent play caller. I want to see.
Dre say how much things gonna cost to bring back D off.
Not much. Because he love Atlanta. If you didn't love Atlanta, then you're going to have to compete with other motherfuckers. But he love Atlanta. He'll come back for a team discount. But what you going to have to tell him, he gonna be playing. You got to let him, hey, man, you going to be the first one off the bench. You the first one off the bench.
Southside say he drafting an edge in round 2.
Hell no.
And drafting a receiver round 3.
That's these folk with this recency bias. They thinking about James Pierce Jr. No, bro. We rushed as a team last year. We had 59 sacks. This nigga only had 10 on. You gotta think now. We ain't got to go reach for no defensive end.
But when have we ever had a rookie double-digit sack guy?
But shit, we almost had 3 this year.
Okay. And he was one of them.
But that ain't. If it was a team like the Cleveland Browns, then I think I'd be on that shit. Like, oh shit, he had most of our damn sack. Yeah, but this ain't it. We sack as a team. So he's a great player. He's a good player. We're not gonna take that away from him. But we ain't gonna hurt like that because we don't have him. We gonna miss the young man, but we ain't gonna hurt like that. He gonna miss about 6 to 8 games, then he'll be back. And telling you because you ain't heard shit else about it. So they already goddamn worked out what he gonna pay. They'll let you know right now. There's a payment plan put out, and then worked out what the hell he gonna pay. That's why you ain't heard shit else about this nigga, man.
You heard shit else.
You ain't heard shit else.
You heard that team.
Then she left this man for a white boy. So you know she left that man for Jack Holland. You know, Jack Holland got a little bit more paper than he got right now.
Hold on, for real?
Yeah.
You for real?
She took a picture with Jack Holland. She with Jack Holland or something right now.
She took a picture with him, but
she went that day. It was somebody saying she would. I don't know. I should have saved the shit. I ain't saved it. It just went across the shit. It was Jack Holland. Look up his girlfriend name and Jack Holland and see what they say.
Was it? It was Jack Holland.
Jack Holland, the rapper, that boy. The little white boy with the curly hair.
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow, yeah, that motherfucker. Yeah, my bad. What the hell I get Holland from? Harlow, yeah, that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, they took a picture together at one of her games. Damn, Jack Harlow kind of tall. Ain't know that nigga was that tall. Cause she like 6'3".
Cause she about 6'3", ain't it? Yeah, she about 6'3".
He actually looked like he taller than her. Cause I'm pretty sure she got on some kind of heel shoe here. Jack Harlow kind of tall, man. Yeah, it's a rumor that they together now because they took that picture together. He was at a game.
Yeah, so ain't that official came out. I just think that's why I probably didn't share that shit because it wasn't that official. I was sure gonna be like, is this what she left this nigga for right here? Jack Harlow.
Nigga Jack Harlow gay.
Jack Harlow got a little bit more cake though. He on his Ricky contract. He got a little bit more cake.
Jack Harlow got that. Jack Harlow got that money on, boy.
He got that money, boy.
That white boy getting paid.
Yes, sir.
Savannah Swag say he wondered what we can get for Pitts.
First off, I ain't thinking about trading Pitts. Trading Pitts gonna be a last result. If we can't work out no deal, I trade the motherfucker. But
I thought you
first
said
thing
you
gonna be
would.
no, I did. I ain't never tell you that.
You change your mind?
Where you at? That's you talking about trade the motherfucker, bro. That's your way talking about trade motherfucker. I ain't never said that. Cause you can get that nigga between 14 and 15 million a year. You can resign
Hey, but you just went out, Will.
Cisco. He don't fall in the killer category. He don't fall in that 19 million. He don't fall that. He fall between that 14 and 15 million a year. So you can work out that motherfucker.
All right, so
You get that nigga what, like a 3-year, 45 million? Give him 25 guaranteed. There it is.
I wouldn't give him no contract.
I know you would.
I play him on that. I play him on that franchise tag. Franchise his ass again and trade his ass. That's what I do.
Get that man his damn money, bro.
He gonna get his
And
money.
that shit and break that shit down in incentive. You break it down in incentive.
Will, he gonna get his money.
Him.
Why we got to give it to him? Why we got to be the one give him the money?
Because I don't want to be the team that just give away all the damn talent. We gave away Brett Favre because we couldn't control Brett Favre. We gave away goddamn Deion Sanders. We just giving away talent. Giving away talent.
Will, Deion Sanders was the best. He was arguably the best player in the league while he was here in Atlanta.
So why you couldn't be the best on him to stay here? He was still under contract. We traded that man.
Kyle Pitts has not been the best player in the league.
He ain't got a chance to be best player yet.
Now,
he was top 5. Both chances.
They fumbled with Deion. Yes. They fumbled with Brett Favre. Yes. Yeah. They fumbled. But that ain't been Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts has been a basic tight end in today's league.
Top 5 every year that he had a quarterback. He been top 5.
Well, I ain't gonna say basic. He ain't been top 5. He's been what a lot of other contributing tight ends have been in the league. He's been Dalton Kincaid. He's been Deacon Knox. He's been Darren Waller. He's been Travis Kelce. He's top been everybody.
Not no Kincaid, motherfucker. Top 5 ain't no Kincaid.
Dalton Kincaid will hurt this year, but Dalton Kincaid do everything Kyle Pitts do. He do everything. As a matter of fact, he can actually run. He can actually run better.
So would this motherfucker not ball out in the Kansas City offense? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
And the Reed is going to love some Kyle Pitts.
That lets you know the problem ain't Kyle Pitts.
But
if you saying yourself,
I never said that was
he gonna ball out. You said this motherfucker not like a Deion or not. He had a chance to.
They fumbled with, but come on, Will, come on.
We had a couple good players go. Let a couple good players go in Atlanta. We good for going there. Dominique Wilkins. We let
Harvey Dog.
We let motherfuckers go who got talent.
I was mad when we let Harvey Dog get away. I was mad. I was like, how the hell you let Harvey Dog, Big Grizzly, Russell?
Yeah, we let Tevin Coleman get away.
Tevin Coleman, but he had injury problem when he left.
When he left, yeah, he ain't had no injury problem here.
In hindsight, yeah, in hindsight, he had injury problem. Well, he got injured in the Super Bowl. He didn't come back in the game.
Anybody get injured in the Super Bowl, but I'm saying at that point we supposed to sign both of the running back, but they gave goddamn Freeman the fucking bad. They gave him the bad. They gave their cornerback the bad. What the name is? True Fun. He knowing he wouldn't work that goddamn type money, he disappeared as soon as he got that bread. Motherfucker disappeared.
But hey, look. For Kyle Pitts, you could probably get a player in a third in this year's draft. Or if you're not if you're not putting a lot of stock into this draft, you could probably get us 2027 second for Kyle Pitts.
Whoever trying to come get him, I'm making them pay. I ain't taking no third. You pay him, motherfucker.
So either
You want him, you come get him.
or he's staying.
It's a 2 or better. It's a 2 or better. You want him, you come get him.
Either they paying or he's staying. That's what you saying.
He's staying. Exactly. That's what's going on. If you want him, you come in and get him.
I feel you, my boy. Savannah say JPJ gonna be back. Gas boy say, hey, how many sacks Mike Green have?
He'll be back this year.
He had 3.5 sacks. Mike Green had 3.5 sacks.
Mike Green was sorry here. After all that, they were hyped up about this nigga knocking over one player in the goddamn Senior Bowl. That nigga come in and get you 3 sacks.
Mm-hmm. 3.5 sacks. Don't see.
How many tackles did he have?
17. 24 assisted. I looked it up when I seen it. No, I'm sorry. He had 17 combined tackles, 24 assisted.
Huh? 17 solo tackles?
Yeah, that's what that should say. 17 solo.
Like, what the hell? That sounds crazy.
Yeah. It got a. Yeah, it should say that, but it don't. Yeah, 17 tackles, 24 assisted.
So he didn't do too bad on the tackling.
3.5 sacks. He didn't have a bad season. It just
he didn't do too bad on him.
He didn't live up to the hype.
He just didn't live up to that hype that was going on.
Southside said, Will, you still need edge pass rushers? He had 10.5. The next close edge rusher for us, Will, was Walker with 6.5. You gotta remember, you saying that edge though. Well, that Jalen Walker got hurt though. You gotta remember that.
Yeah, he got hurt early.
Jalen Walker missed some games.
Then they started the game plan for Jalen Walker. That what made James Pierce come up. Mm-hmm. Once they started got their game plan for Jalen Walker, James Pierce started to pop off. We forget that James Pierce popped off late in the season. But that's the thing about our team, though. We rush as the defensive line because what Doyle's had 8.5 sacks before he got hurt.
Let me see if y'all got some questions, man. We're going to start getting up out of here. Duddy say, what's up with you, Duddy? He say, I may sound slow, Blakberry, but explain franchise.
Huh? What are you talking about? The franchise tag or what?
No, I think he talking about when I say he might be catching up with the stream. I think he might be talking about when I asked the question, how do a hirer determine his belief in a hire being a franchise long-term option, a franchise coach. Franchise meaning for the franchise. He what I mean by franchise is exactly that. Is can we see based off of what we did earlier for him and for Sean McVay and for Andy Reid, can we see for Kevin Stefanski? Can we see him being that long-term option here in Atlanta the way those guys were seen as long-term options for their franchise? And when we did it, we found the consistency. And no matter what now, I don't think he handled the adversity well outside of on the field stuff. I don't think he handled it well there. But as far as on the field go, we saw the consistency in the run game no matter what. We saw that consistency. Now, we didn't look at last year and the year before. We stopped at 23. But the reason why I did that is because, I mean, it really ain't necessary to look at last season and the year before because he got hired based on what came with, what came with his makeup. And that's what came with his makeup, the consistency in the run game. And that's significant because That's what Matt Ryan told us before he hired a head coach, before he hired a GM. He told us out of his own mouth, we gonna run the ball and we gonna set the pass up through the run. And that's exactly what he went and found. He found the guy that showed consistency year after year in that exact same concept. So the hire makes sense. And I think that's what he see him. That's how Matt Ryan see him being the franchise coach for our Falcons. Now, like I said, me personally, based off of the other stuff, I don't see it. But like the analogy I used earlier, or the metaphor I used earlier, I don't have to see it for it to work. I can't see air, but I know it's working. So we gonna see, man. Drake Murphy, he talking about Andy Reid. Larry say, do y'all think we will trade Kyle? Big Will said, no, he don't think so. I don't think we are. I don't think we're gonna trade him. Unless somebody gonna have to come with a real sweet offer.
Somebody come with a bag. Hey, anybody can go with it, motherfucker.
Somebody got to come with a sweet offer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if somebody come with at least a 2026 second round pick, they just might do it. They just might.
Second round and a playoff, motherfucker.
Now they do that, then we definitely fleecing their ass. Fleeced, motherfucker.
Or you either give me a second and a fifth. Give me a second and a fifth. I'll take that.
Yeah. Hey, if somebody come with something like that, it's kind of hard to say no to that. Especially when you can get a tight end to do what he has done. Now, like I said, I think there's still a part of him that can be unlocked. I do. But as far as what he's already done, you can get another tight end and do that. And it won't cost you as much. You can find somebody that won't cost you as much. You might have somebody already here. That Simon boy.
Well, that motherfucker got to show me something. He got to show me something.
Yeah, I'm saying, I ain't putting no stock into that. But
I ain't going off no goddamn South Carolina goddamn stats. That's all that everybody go back to. South Carolina. He was a beast. What the hell he did since he been here?
Well, he ain't really had no chance to do nothing.
Yeah, the hell he had.
Other
Yes,
than the preseason.
One thing about it, the tight end had plenty of opportunities.
He had one
tight end had plenty of opportunities.
He had one preseason, Will. One.
Man, we brought some other motherfucker on it.
Quit to Ariano.
We brought this motherfucker in because they didn't believe in Simon, bro.
Now I think Toriano is capable, but that goddamn Raheem and fucking.
Well, yeah, we got to put that. We got to mix that. We got to chop that up too, because these motherfuckers we had, these goofy ass niggas we had.
They mishandled
the head coach and the offensive coordinator. They didn't. Yeah,
they mishandled the fuck out this.
So I can't even chop it up to Simon like that. He might got some talent that we ain't seen. I can't. I gotta see him.
Look at ATL feeding into this, egging on this bullshit. We curse Big Will. That's all there is to it.
Hey, y'all know I ain't changed my tone. Period, bro. I'm telling y'all what it is. If y'all like to hear it or not, that's something
that voodoo off the damn screen.
I've been telling y'all, motherfucker.
Savannah say we letting Ellis go. Shit, we ain't gotta let him go. Technically, he already off the leash.
We're free agents.
We gotta chase him down. If we want him, we gotta chase him down.
Falcon might get last say though. They might get a chance to match whatever he get offered.
You know,
if they decide.
Big Lowe's on Fan Speak earlier this week, and he said something kind of interesting. He said that Caden Ellis told him after a game that he said the word, y'all gonna have a good team next year. That's what Big Low said. Big Low country.
He might want to go play with his brother though. But his
No,
brother, them team gotta want to sign him though.
yeah, he already done talked about that publicly. That it'd be cool for. He said it'd be cool to play with his brothers.
Wow.
But anybody with brothers that's playing, that's making millions of dollars playing a child game together at the same time would say that.
Yep.
If me and Denzel could go get a contract right now, we'll both try to get a contract at the same goddamn place. And on the same team, making millions of dollars.
Yep.
Come on.
Talk about it on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And better not nobody ask for no money. You can't have now. No, I'm bullshit. I definitely.
I help you set a business up. Help you set a business. Teach you how to make your own money.
Hey, before we get up out of here, though. Will, if you hit the lottery, who you taking care of, who you making work for it? You ain't got to say no names, but who you taking care of and who you make work for it.
Well, of course, I'm gonna take care of family, period.
Yeah, but who in the family?
The media family gonna be taken care of regardless.
Brother, sister, and mama, and all them.
For other family, they're gonna have opportunity to come up with me a business concept. I'm gonna goddamn support you.
Man,
Set your business up.
You ain't got no partners you'll set up for life.
Hell no. They gonna come with the business concept too, motherfucker. I give them a business concept. I ain't giving nobody no freebie because when you give somebody freebies, they always come back. They see you as the crutch. You see what I'm saying?
Man.
But if you teach a motherfucker how to, it's just like that old saying, you teach a motherfucker how to fish. You set him up for success. But if you always giving him fish, he always coming back to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just that same narrative right there. I'm gonna set you up for success. So you ain't gotta worry about asking no motherfucker for nothing. That's how you do it. That's how you bring your boys up. You set them up.
Yeah. Hey man, my partners I grew up with, I'm putting $1 million in all on pocket. It's 3 of them.
Shit.
I'm putting $1 million on them. I'm putting $1 million in all their pocket, and all 3 on pocket.
But then that money gonna be gone, bro. Then guess what? They coming back for more. You gotta set something up for them so they can make bread.
Now see, we gonna have a family meeting, and I'm gonna make it known to everybody that this money is an investment. This is not a gift. This is an investment. Okay. Now whatever it is that we do.
So you might as well do what I just did then.
No, but I'm gonna still put $1 million. But it's gonna be a meal I put in their pocket though. It's gonna be a meal. But I'm gonna tell them this is an investment. This is what we doing. We gonna take this money and we gonna flip this shit.
Boy, everybody who I got there talk to or whatever, I'm gonna put 10 bands in your pocket and put your business out there. That you gonna have money for decades.
That made me
got them do that business right. You gonna have money for decades.
That mean I got 10 G coming. Yeah, I'm happy with
10
that.
10 G's or whatever business you got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
whatever business you want to do.
Big Will playing that lottery. You play that lottery tonight?
Huh?
But it Friday. But it Mega Millions.
What day is Friday? Yeah, I ain't even play tonight.
Shit, I'm gonna play it on the phone in a minute. Oh, it's too late.
Oh, you can do it on the phone. No, it's late. It's 10. It's out of 10.
Yeah, it's too late. I had to play for Powerball tomorrow.
Yeah. I always said that though. I'm not giving nobody $1 million because you setting them up for failure. Cause all they gonna do when they got that kind of money in their hand, they finna go buy everything. New car, new that, no.
$1 million is not retired money.
It ain't. That's what I'm saying. $1 million can be gone fast.
Mm-hmm.
So if I give a motherfucker $1 million, he gone and about 4 months, that money gone. Get what?
Nigga gonna go buy $200,000 cars. Gonna go buy $1 million house and mortgage it. Like nigga, I only gave you $1 million, nigga. You went and bought $1 million house.
Yeah, about all this shit. Can't afford that. Now your house in foreclosure a year later because you can't pay the taxes.
Shit. I'm gonna do what Dion did. I'm gonna build a compound and say y'all motherfuckers living on the compound, nigga. I'm gonna make sure y'all niggas don't lose
Yeah, a
this money.
subdivision,
Yeah.
right?
We compounding this shit. We finna be a damn coat up in this motherfucker. We gonna make sure this money don't get lost.
All right. I ain't living in that compound.
Hey,
They can live in that bitch.
yeah, they go, yeah.
They
Hey,
can live. I ain't staying in that bitch.
you remember that TV show about people that hit the lottery and lost all the money?
Yeah, it's because they do exactly what I'm saying. They have no plan, bro. They got no plan. They just start spending shit.
Bro, why was
Money
a
be
nigga?
flying.
It was a nigga on there look like Pac-Man Jones. Look like a broke ass Pac-Man Jones. Nigga was talking crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's it. We blew through that money after about 4 years. About 4 years, we were right back in the trap. We were right back in the.
That's fucked up, bro.
I said,
That's the
damn,
difference
nigga.
between rich and wealthy.
That's the difference, bro. Exactly.
Different, bro.
Exactly, nigga. You can be rich today, broke tomorrow, nigga. But
Rich, bro. You have rich folks everywhere, but got no legacy. A wealthy motherfucker got legacy because they got, you know what I'm saying? They shit lasts.
Hold on, somebody
I got shit I can pass down through generation. That rich shit, you can't pass that down through generation, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. We finna get up out of here, man. Craig out for sake. What up, Falcon Nation? Say we getting Joe Flacco? Don't know. We gonna see.
I wouldn't be
He
surprised if
saying
we
have
did.
no 2 million.
But we're gonna get a veteran QB and we're gonna get a young QB. So y'all be looking for that. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get competition in that QB room.
We need 2 quarterbacks.
We're gonna get competition in that QB room for sure.
Cause any young whippersnapper that was here for Raheem and Ramon riding the bench, they gone. They will not Eastern stick. Y'all might well kiss them goodbye.
Yeah, they
gone.
free agent, stick and trash free agent right now.
Trash, goodbye.
Kyle Trash, yeah.
Kyle Trash. Goodbye, Kyle Trash. I'm just talking shit, Kyle Trask, if you ever see this. I'm just talking shit.
Don't fuck around, let them folk release Stetson Bennett now.
Man. Now see, now folks don't like us bringing those steps, man. Can y'all please cut it out then? Goddamn,
they say cut it out and all that shit like Stetson Bennett wasn't that motherfucker, boy.
Man, 2 back-to-back natties. 2 back-to-back natties.
Then I mean, if they gave out
back-to-back natties.
If they were back-to-back.
Yeah, but I was saying
21 and 22. Yeah,
2 would indicate 2 back-to-back, meaning would indicate 4. So I'm just making sure I say it correctly before somebody like they ain't had no 4 championship with Stetson. Okay, so
then if they gave out MVP for preseason, that motherfucker would have had it. That motherfucker was slicing motherfuckers up.
Look, Savannah say
slicing niggas up last year.
I just don't understand. I don't understand why folks don't like Stetson Bennett, bro. Was he not lighting the field? He wasn't lighting it up for you enough in them 2 natties?
Because some of your best content creators don't like Stetson Bennett.
Oh, those guys.
It's about what a lot of folk they hear on the radio and other folk podcasts, they linger on to that. After you hear something like when you got down, when you're a rapper, you put something on the radio, they play it so much, that shit started to become catchy, right? That's all they going on. When you hear it from word of mouth so many times, that shit become catchy if you ain't sat there and watched that tape.
Savannah say
that's what the hell go on.
A college quarterback. Okay, so Savannah,
he just got drafted to the wrong spot. He's sitting behind a goddamn legend. He's sitting behind Stetson Bennett. I mean, it's Matthew Stafford.
He got drafted to the right spot.
Well, yeah.
If he get the opportunity,
How guys used to be back in the day, they sat behind quarterbacks.
Hell, Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years, didn't
3 years. Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre 3 years.
he? It's like I said a while back, man. Really, Green Bay, the only team that continue to do it the right way. Everybody else want microwave quarterbacks.
This gonna be his what, 4th year? This gonna be his 4th year sitting behind him, I thought.
Who Stetson? Yeah, because the that lad
Matthew
natty,
Stafford, his ass decided to come on back again.
yeah. I just want to know. I want somebody that don't have faith in Stetson Bennett to tell me what is it that he doesn't do for you on
Yeah, I don't know
field
what the hate is. I don't know what the hate is with Stetson though, dog.
that make you say he just a quarterback coach. He just a college quarterback and it can't transition to this level. I just want to know what is it.
But that's how it was at Georgia. You either love Stetson or you hated Stetson. There was no in between.
Yeah, now don't get me wrong. Now Stetson had to grow into himself now.
Yeah.
But for some quarterbacks, that's what it is. That's what it was for Steve Young. Steve Young you seen in San Francisco.
Shit, they favorite
Not the Steve
quarterback,
Young
Peyton
from before.
Manning. Peyton Manning, that motherfucker will turn over Judy.
Right. A lot of these guys got to turn into something. Look at Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had to he didn't turn into no flashy guy. He just
Baker
somebody
Mayfield.
that he turned into Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield ain't nothing but Johnny Manziel that actually got it together. That's all he is.
Yeah. Johnny Manziel couldn't stop drinking. Baker Mayfield did. He
Yeah.
stopped drinking a little bit.
Well, or at least he stopped drinking before kickoff.
He got
Goddamn Johnny Manziel was in the locker room throwing them back. But yeah, man. But hey, like I said, man, we gonna see, man. As far as who I want at quarterback, I just want us to have some. I don't care who it is, as long as they don't turn the ball over. We can go on to bright pastures. If you get Geno Smith in here and he don't turn the ball over, we'll have bright pastures for the 2026 season. And then Michael Penix, he'll be able to
You know
do
what? I
training
trust
camp
the
in
Geno Smith
27.
with Van Pelt though. With Van Pelt, I trust the Geno Smith though. Yeah.
Yeah, and look, you get a fully healthy Michael Penix in 27 now to be able to participate in training camp, participate in the preseason, and take the
I
first
ain't
snap
on with Blakberry on y'all. I ain't on benching goddamn.
and take the first snap in the 2027 season.
I ain't on benching Michael Penix, dog. Blakberry on that shit. I ain't on that. If that man healthy, he wins the competition. Put him out now.
You see how you got to keep throwing in there and wins the competition. You see how you got to keep throwing that in there.
I want it to be a competition. I want it to be a competition. Period.
I mean, it's
I
gonna
want
be
it to be a competition.
I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked Larry on Fan Speak. Is he gonna participate in training camp?
Yeah, he already told John Gruden he gonna be ready.
No. Is he gonna participate in training camp?
Everybody participate in training camp, Blackberry. What's your question? Is he gonna play in preseason or what? What you trying to ask?
Is he gonna be ready? He coming off of ACL or repair ACL.
He said he gonna be ready. He gonna be ready.
He said that. Do that mean he gonna be ready?
You know who played off of Achilles injuries right now? Who played
Today?
Jason Tatum. Off of Achilles injury, 10 months. He played the game, his first game today. It can happen.
This football.
No, but that basketball, that's more athletic.
Basketball is a contact sport. Ain't
He
nobody
play a position where he don't get.
Ain't nobody
finna where he ain't got the run.
Ain't nobody finna take you out at the knees. Ain't nobody finna take you out at the knees in basketball.
Shit. Oh, bro.
Come on, bro.
That man can be ready, bro. That man can be ready.
Will cut it out. I ain't saying
he got injured in what, week number 8? He got injured week 8.
I ain't saying he can't. No, he got weak. But
Yeah.
he got hurt after that, man.
Week 9 when he got injured, when he hurt his leg.
He played in 10 games.
Huh?
Hold on, wait a minute. Kirk Cousins
No, bro,
only
he got hurt. He
Kirk
got hurt
Cousins
week
only
9 or something
played.
like that.
Kirk Cousins only started 8 games.
8
Oh yeah,
games,
so
bro.
9. Yeah.
That's
So
week 9.
week 9. Yeah.
He got
Because
plenty
Kirk
time to
started 8
heal.
games. Yeah.
Plenty time to heal.
That ain't plenty of time. That ain't a full year.
Bro, training camp started July. He got plenty time to heal.
How is that plenty of time? That ain't nowhere near a
Plenty.
full year.
7 to
You got
9 months. Where you
August,
getting the
September,
full year from?
October,
It's 7 to
November.
9 months. ATL tells 7 to 9 months.
Man,
Where you getting the
ACL
whole
tear is
year?
a full year. A full
No,
year.
that's a Achilles injury, a full year.
Man, the ACL a full year.
Hell no. And he had a
Man,
partially torn.
you
He
tripping.
had partially
You
torn.
see what I'm talking about, bro? You see
Go
shit,
look it up. Go look it up.
partial sometimes is worse. Partial can be worse than a complete tear.
Oh, okay, you gotta do that to go reconstruct.
No,
Reconstruct it.
the pain is worse with a partial than a complete tear. And you know that.
Bruh, the man can be ready. Foreseeing any
You want to rush,
setback.
so you
Foreseeing
want to rush
any
him back.
setback.
You
No,
want to rush him back.
you heard exactly what I be saying. If the
You wanna
man is
rush him back.
healthy, if he's healthy and he's ready mentally and he wins the competition, give him the keys. Why not?
If he healthy, how you gonna determine if he healthy?
By him showing me. What you mean? How I'm gonna determine? If the doctor say he's
Showing
healthy,
you how?
Blackberry, come on, bro. How else
No,
he gonna show me?
really, showing you how.
Showing me getting out there on the field and running on that bitch. What
In
you mean
training
showing
camp?
me?
In training camp?
Yes.
Who determined if he participated in training camp? Him or the
Once
coach?
once the doctors release him, then he got to show the coaches.
So you
But
think the doctor's
got
gonna
the
release him?
okay at first.
So you think the doctor's gonna release him for training camp? You just went out. Your audio went out.
But I'm saying, you keep saying, even if the doctor release him, you still want that man to sit a year for what?
Kevin Stefanski don't need to still determine if they gonna play him now. Just because the doctor release him don't mean you play him.
Bro, this man last year.
Do you think he gonna participate in training camp? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm in the time. I'm gonna say yes.
No,
Motherfucker,
now you were saying
Chinese?
you were saying he's saying he gonna be ready. Now, but do you think
That's
so?
all
You
we can
saying
go
you
on, bro.
okay? So you think he
Like,
gonna?
if we looking at the timeline, yes, he can be ready. He can be ready as long as he don't have any setbacks. Yes, he can be ready.
He can be ready. Well, you see how you choose your words carefully.
I cannot say, oh, yeah, that nigga gonna be ready right there. I'm not there.
No, why you can't?
Him.
You going off what he's saying?
That's
you going
all
off what he
by.
tell everybody?
That's all we can go by is off what he's saying. That's all we can go by, Blackberry.
He's the player.
We can't say shit.
He's the player. Now see,
he said, hold on. You said he's the player, and he said he's going off of what his doctor said. He's going off of what his doctor said. That's what he told us.
I didn't hear him say
so
that.
If his doctor, yes, the hell he did in the interview, bro.
I heard him say he ahead of schedule.
Bro, all this goddamn interview that man been doing, you ain't hear this man say he be going off what his doctor, he gonna go off what his doctor say. See, you hear what you want to hear, Blackberry. All you hearing is this motherfucker. He's the only one. No,
I'm looking at cycle.
You keep saying, well, he's saying that. Ain't nobody else saying that. He's saying that.
Listen, bro.
You're not listening to what the man's saying.
I'm looking at repeating the cycle. Everybody jumped that. Look, Darnell Mooney expected to be released. If Darnell Mooney would have told them folks he wasn't ready.
About that shit. We ain't talking about that shit.
If Darnell Mooney would have told them folks he wasn't ready, if someone right, or if they at least would have seen that someone right and said, nah, you ain't right yet. And made that boy do real rehabilitation for that broken collarbone.
What you been hearing these boys tell them, all they want Michael Penn to worry about is rehab. That's everything you've been hearing from top to bottom. Just worry about rehab.
That's all he got to worry about. He got to what else he gonna worry about?
What else do you want them to say, Black Bear? I'm not understanding. What do you want to hear from them?
I don't want them to say shit. I want you and the rest of the fan base to stop feeding into these potential false hopes that Michael Penix gonna be participating in training camp that he gonna play in the preseason and he gonna take the first snap in 2026 regular
that ain't
season.
all we going about. And we've been saying, if this man is healthy, the doctor
And
gives
how
the
do you,
okay,
okay, all
and
right.
he wins the goddamn competition. What's the problem with giving him the keys?
I
What's
don't.
the problem there?
Listen, man. How do you determine? Never
We
mind.
not we talking if he's
We
healthy.
talking in circles.
We
We
already
talking in
said
circles.
no, we're not. You're trying to not. You got to goddamn defend why the hell you don't want to give him the keys if he's healthy and he win the competition. Why you don't want to give him the keys?
How many times I gotta say it, Will? I'm not trying to take the keys away from the boy.
You
What
just
did I
said
say?
you want him to sit the whole year. That's what you said.
What did I say?
That's taking the keys away from him.
In the 2027 season, he'll be able to participate fully healthy in training camp. He'll be able to participate fully healthy in the preseason, and he'll be able to take the first snap fully healthy in the 2027 season. Why the fuck not? Jordan Love is the guy in Green Bay, and he said for 3 years.
Tough ass rehab. You want this man to sit and he did all this to try to get back.
Will, what that mean? He went through all this tough rehab.
What that mean?
What that mean? So what? That mean reward him with the starting job because he went through all this rehab?
Breaking up or something? Is that me breaking up?
Yeah, you breaking up.
Have you been to rehab, nigga?
Have I been where?
Have you been through rehab?
Of course.
Then you know how tough that shit is.
Okay.
So if the doctor say he's ready after all that rehab and he's mentally ready and he goes through training camp and wins the competition and you still say, no, you gonna sit your ass on the bench.
How you gonna know he ready? No, really. How do you know if he's ready?
We just sat there and said how we know he's ready. The doctor cleared him. That automatically gives him ready. Now he said he's mentally ready, and he goes out there and shows you by winning the competition.
No. How do you determine if he's really ready? How?
I got to explain it, bro.
No, wait a minute, because what you telling me is, you telling me that the doctor.
The doctor,
and what's that way?
Once he release you, that means he's ready to play. Now
that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
The next hurdle is mental. Once
that's
he's
bullshit,
mentally ready,
Will.
he's ready to. I don't know how to explain that. I can't explain it to you. I'm gonna need a professional to explain to your ass.
You just said you a ball player. You a ball player, and you just said that just because the doctor release you, that means you ready.
Bruh, it's 2 steps that you got to do to determine if you're ready. The doctor has to clear you. That means you're ready to go out there and play physically. The next step is mentally. You have to be ready. So I already gave you them examples. The doctor cleared him. He's already shown he's mentally ready. And he goes out there to beat the goddamn quarterback they bring in goddamn training camp. Why keep the keys away from him? He and did all this. That's the point I'm not understanding. You still want to sit him for a year, and he done showed you he ready to go. The doctors cleared him. He showed you he's mentally ready.
He showed you
he's mentally ready.
He showed you in training camp?
Yes.
Well, he ain't touched.
Oh, my God.
He don't get touched.
How many times we going to move the other quarterback ain't touched either? How many times we going to move the goalpost? How many times we going to move the goalpost?
The debate ain't about him beating out another quarterback. The debate is him being actually ready to play a full season on the repaired knee.
He's going to play in preseason.
And you just told me
he's going to play in preseason.
You said what?
He's going to play in preseason. That's the only way you have competition.
So you telling me
competition?
So you saying right now? No, he didn't, Savannah. Kirk Cousins didn't play in the preseason. And he didn't, he didn't. He didn't play in the preseason, Savannah.
No, now one of them played in the preseason.
And later on, we find out on the damn Netflix show that the damn Achilles was still tender. Because he was complaining about it.
He
wasn't ready. So
but I just said Michael Penix ready.
You said at first you said if he beat the other guy out in training camp.
That was after the first 2 points I gave you. I gave you 2 more points before I
You
said
said
that.
it was 2. You said it was only 2. You said the doctor clearing him and him mentally being prepared and going out there and beat the
Right.
other guy.
That's
Untouched in
that's
training
what
camp.
say you read it. Now you still got to go do the competition though. The competition is you got to play in the preseason. Ain't no way to do competition if you ain't playing football.
All
You
right,
got to
bro.
play football.
Okay.
That's my thought. That's how I would do it. Now, how Stefanski them gonna do it, I don't know.
I don't know.
Nobody know.
I don't
Nobody
know.
know how they gonna do it.
Okay. All right.
But that's exactly how I would do it.
We gonna see if he participating in training camp. If he ain't participating in training camp, that means he ain't gonna play in the preseason. So if he don't participate in training camp and don't play in the preseason, Big Wheel, is it smart to start him in 2026?
I don't know. Because if they gonna have joint practices,
Nah,
they gonna be doing what
You
they
do
doing.
know.
I don't know.
You do know. You
I
do.
don't know, bro.
You
I
do
don't know
know.
where because he said it's gonna be competition all over. That's what our head coach said. It's gonna be competition all over. It's gonna be a tough team.
Man, you keep talking about
And they gonna
competition.
compete.
All I'm talking about is the boy knee. That's all I'm talking about. I ain't talking about no
I
damn
explained the boy.
quarterback or none of that.
I explained the boy need 50 times to your ass. You come back to the same shit.
Because you keep going to beating somebody out in damn training camp. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm talking about the boy knee. I'm
You don't
talking
give a fuck
about
about
how
this
you
nigga playing the
really
whole
don't
year.
know.
You don't
Why-
give. You ain't
Will,
gonna know until he play
okay,
football.
well,
He got to
answer
play
this
football
question.
for you to know
Answer this
Blakberry.
question. Why is it important to you that he play in 2026?
It's important to me that he prove himself so I can know, do I need to get his motherfucker contract? I ain't gonna
It
wait
got to
a
be in
year later.
2026?
No, he got one. He gonna have one more year on his contract. Why I'm gonna wait a year later to see?
You went out again. Savannah, he say, Blakberry, if he ready, let him play. The only way you gonna know if he ready is what?
He gotta play football. That we keep trying
Exactly.
to tell your ass, bro. You still keep talking about. You saying you don't want him to touch the ball none 20 until 2027, bro. That
When is
don't
he
work for me.
most?
That don't work for me.
When is he most? Why did? Okay, you say that don't work for you. When is
That
he
don't work
most
for me.
likely ready? Is he most likely
They
ready?
get hit.
Is he
They
more
get hit in
likely
preseason,
ready?
bro.
Is he more likely ready in 2026 or in 2027?
We don't know, cause rest can get you too. Rest can cost you. You can get
He's
cost
not
and
gonna
rest.
have runs. What you
He
mean?
said for a whole year, why he won't be rested, Blakberry? Why would he not be rested?
They practice and they work out.
We know
He won't be
second
rested.
team quarterback don't get the reps as a first team. We all know that.
He don't need to get
We
reps
all
with the
know
first
that.
team.
So he gonna be rested.
He'll still be getting workouts. He'll still be practicing.
No. If the man ready, let him play. Fuck that. If he ready, let him play.
And what you gonna say when the motherfucker can't perform up the par? What you gonna say?
What you mean? Then he ain't the guy.
When he can't perform up the par, what you gonna say?
He ain't the guy. We need another quarterback.
He ain't the guy, man.
Shit.
All right.
Just that simple,
tell these
bro.
folks where to find you, man. Tell these folks where to find you.
Simple, motherfucker. Just because you don't want to hear it don't mean shit.
That shit sound crazy.
No, it don't. You let him fight for the job, and he didn't show. He showed you your way. He wasn't it. So that what else you want from him?
Man, you a ball player. You know better than this. You know better than this, bro.
Man, you the only one streaming your goddamn.
And you said,
goddamn comment saying what I'm saying, goddamn.
Okay, I done been right, and everybody done been wrong before.
Man, you been right one time because they jumped up and drafted a motherfucker last year.
That done happen plenty.
You been right one time, motherfucker.
That done happen plenty of times. Y'all done been dead wrong, and I've been the only one right. That done happen plenty of times.
Yeah, prove that shit this time, then, motherfucker.
I ain't got to prove it. Your boy got to prove it.
You said you finna close this out.
Now, what you said the other day, you said game speed, you said game ready, game time ready ain't the same as off the field ready or off season and training camp ready. You said that.
It's levels to this shit. There's definitely level to this shit. But
then.
you ain't gonna know. You ain't gonna know until you put them out there, bro.
And
send them on the bench ain't helping. Send them on the bench is not helping nothing, bro. It's not helping you as a team, and it's not helping him.
We gonna see if he participating in training camp. We gonna see.
We don't nobody know.
I said
That's
what
why I
I
say
would
we
do.
gonna see.
I said
Tell
what
them,
I
tell
would do.
these folk where to find you. How the fuck
Y'all
I'm
know
wrong, Savannah?
y'all can find me goddamn
Ain't
on
nobody
Twitter,
wrong.
and on goddamn YouTube at Will the Georgia Reaper. Catch me on Wednesday nights, usually in the regular season and shit like that, but it be fluctuating on the off season. But Wednesday nights on everything Atlanta sport. And, whatever AFN got going on, y'all know if I got time and they drop the link, I'm in that thing. Like y'all see me tonight. Y'all might not see me hosting a little couple of weeks, but yeah, I'll be there. They drop their link, I'm in there. Go ahead, Black.
What the day is? 3/6/2026, 11:15 p.m. We gonna remember this stream.
Oh, you clipping it? Clip that shit there.
I'm gonna remember this one. We gonna see.
Like, damn, Will was right. That nigga goddamn finna play.
Okay. Appreciate y'all for joining us. Everybody that came in the chat, everybody that just watched, everybody that's gonna come after the fact. We'll appreciate y'all for showing the love, man. And make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Y'all
excuse me.
make sure y'all stay tuned, man. No telling when I might just pop a show on y'all ass.
Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to my boy Big Will,
Right.
Georgia Will, D.A.
The
Georgia
Georgia
Reaper.
Reaper. Yes, sir.
And Gats Boy Speaks. Make sure you checking him out on YouTube. And
We do like
make sure you,
Saturdays and Sunday. He do both days.
I don't even I
He
know he do
just do
Saturday.
Sunday.
And he been doing Saturday and Sunday lately. He been doing the weekend. So y'all make sure y'all
So
go check
just
that boy out.
tune in, man. He go
And
live. Y'all make sure you're there.
yeah. All right. I think that's it. So yeah, that's it. If you already here, then you know where to come find me. With that being
You
said,
already know.
y'all make sure y'all do what it do. Hit them buttons. And it was something. I was gonna give y'all some motivational
He
speech.
wanted to tell y'all don't listen to none of the bullshit he talking about. That's what he want to tell y'all.
I'm rarely wrong. It's a rare thing when I'm
Hey,
me.
every squirrel get a nut. Every
Hey,
squirrel get a nut, man.
hey, me being wrong is like seeing Sasquatch. You might see a little glimpse of me being wrong, but it don't last long, do it? And you can't really prove it. With that being said, man, appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all make sure y'all hit them buttons. This has been the home team with Blakberry. That's Blakberry no C, just a K. Catch us on the flip side.
Peace.
Trey.
Night ride on the train.